It's Friday the 6th of May. Welcome to TDA, the day after, the home of popular culture as defined by the actual culture. We are too necessary. I'm not getting rid of that.
That's sick.
I love it too much. But of course, we're hosting...
When did that come?
Yeah,
on your day off yesterday when you won suspension?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we kind of cracked on without you, but don't feel insecure about that. Anyway, guys, of course, we are hosted by the absolute best. Please introduce yourselves.
Oh, so you want me now?
Emman, would you like to... I'm joking. Go ahead. We missed you, Miles. Go ahead.
It's Big Boss from the east side. You know what time it is already. Leave it alone. Cheers.
I'm so done with you.
He's overcompensating, you know what I mean? He's like, remember me.
You know, it's the Shade Queen, my own royalty.
Your beautiful people is Big Koi defending your right to fuck it up.
Me, yeah?
Yeah, go ahead.
Cheers, okay.
I don't men are moving this morning. I don't like
it. There's too much confidence on that side of the room.
Yeah, they call me E-Man. The pro-black activist.
Come on.
TDA producer, news analyst.
Okay.
Melanin jam pack.
Okay.
Pulled up category. There we go.
Marcus thinking, when did that happen? Also yesterday.
That's what happens when you spend time with black women. We build you up.
We build you
see the
up,
difference?
okay?
Prosper
Hey,
King.
that could happen in 24 hours, isn't it?
And look at that.
And then you miss one show.
Do you know what I mean? And a lot has happened. But before we jump into the show, guys, how are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm great. I'm sensational.
Yeah?
Same. End of the week. I'm happy.
Oh, it's Friday.
It's Friday.
It's Friday.
It's what?
Oh.
I said
the
same thing you just said. I don't understand.
I
thought you were going to sing.
I thought there was going to be more.
Yeah, I
thought
thought
there
you
was
were
gonna
going
be
to do a karaoke session.
I forgot the second line. It's Friday.
Yeah.
It's not, yeah. Emman, how are you?
You know what I mean? You save us. What's been going on with you? How's your life?
Oh, it's back and forth for Leah, isn't it? I swear. There you go.
That's it. Yeah.
Sorry.
Do you know there's actually a connection between these two? They
I
ride
love
for
it.
each other.
I love it. I'm here for it.
Okay.
Not like us though, but
Yeah, not like us, but but yeah, how are you? How was
Yeah, I'm
yesterday?
alright, man. I can't complain.
How do you feel being a star now? Like, how do you feel being in front of the cameras? Has life changed?
I mean, I feel like I've been waiting for this for my whole life.
I really want to throw
So
it back
done.
to before we started filming, and this is why you guys have to join in when we go live from the beginning of next month.
absolutely.
So there was a serious conversation between Margs and Esther, where Esther made a statement about how she feels like her partner has to have thicker thighs than her,
yes,
but she doesn't want to look like she doesn't want their partnership to look like the number 10.
absolutely.
Once I resuscitated from that comment because I did faint, Mark said, "Who the fuck are you dating that has bigger thighs than you?" He then proceeded to make her stand up. Guys, what have we come to the decision of? What are we deciding?
I think Mark's agreed with me. Did you?
Oh, no.
I think, you know what? I
Yes,
think there
go
is
ahead.
an important message here that I'm a thick babe and I
Go on,
absolutely love that.
sis.
So,
I
in
feel
a
like
way,
we both are. No,
you're complimenting me. Oh, we absolutely are.
Thank
we absolutely
you.
are.
Out to the people.
But you're complimenting me and I'm here for that. Thank you, King.
Yeah,
Yes.
no, I was never, no shade.
Okay, love
Yeah.
that. Okay. Martin's paying attention.
Now you say no behaviour. Come on, let's build the brand.
No, it's not. It didn't flow quickly.
But yeah, so Mark's got away with it because Mark said, I think the end ruling is if the person is tall, the guy is allowed to have smaller thighs.
Yeah.
See, thighs aren't it for me. It's back, it's shoulders.
Yeah.
Like I need it.
I
to
love
like-
arms though. Arms
I can-
is where who I could die on.
No, the shoulders is a hill I want to. Yeah.
Okay, Mark's is flexing, so you definitely
Okay,
watch the
cameras
video.
on Mark.
Watch it. Zoom in, please, Brent. I
What
love
do you
good arms.
guys like? I don't think you're a bum man. Alright, let's move
Where
on
do
to
I
the-
start?
Let's move into the show.
No, I want to know.
No, I
actually
want to know. This is how we get closer. This morning segment.
I'm a body man. I like thighs and these things. Obviously, bums is obviously they say, oh, you're a bum or breast man, and bums is but like thighs are important. I like legs
Okay.
and,
Yeah.
and hips. Thighs and
I
hips.
heard the thas. So that's like the thigh.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Oh,
the
yeah.
part that guys really like. Like they just like that. I don't know.
Thighs and hips are nice, just because shapes.
The shape.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't
See,
like
they all use it's like an international,
Yeah, it's a
universal.
little, yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like
you
sign
gotta know.
language.
No, but some men just like girls that are just straight up and down. Just
And that's for everyone's choice.
And that's great.
yeah, mental health is real.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you know what, man? Man,
E-man, don't join this. You're
What is yours?
a civilian.
it's too late. They're already a team. It's too late. E-man can not back out now.
No, you know
do
what?
like?
All women, all shapes and sizes, beautiful.
Absolutely.
And yeah, as man get older, man try to like, I don't know, but you start to like appreciate different things if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So before
Be more
I was,
inclusive.
so before I'm more of a like my preference is thick.
Mm.
It's just what I like.
Yeah.
And I couldn't really see past it. You know what I'm trying to say? But I mean, when you open up your
Your third eye.
your chakras and then broaden your horizons and that. And you start, you know what I'm trying to say? Empathizing.
Not empathizing.
Empathizing. I'm done.
You start empathizing.
Boss.
And then you just-
You start entering the thighs of them and them.
I'm actually screaming.
No, but then you start to realize, you know what? Actually, some of these little petite shapes are nice. Actually,
Yeah.
and there's even though they're petite, they've got their shapes and so it's there. So you start to appreciate it. It's like, oh, okay, cool. So then you broaden your palette, and then it opens up your market even more, and then it's just all positives from there.
It's all positive.
Yeah,
Makes it
for
harder
real.
for you to settle down because you don't believe in possession of people anyway. And what about you, man? What do you like?
To be fair, I think
Your wife.
It
Never
varies.
gonna get that
I think it just varies, like from woman to woman. I think it's to me, it's mainly, I guess, things just being in proportion. Innit?
Oh, so you're
Okay.
not
Yeah.
part of the current age right now where you feel like there's more bum.
The BBL age.
Or-
No,
yeah.
no,
Thank you
like-
for saying it, Charles.
When
Because I was
it-
like,
when
how
you
do
know
I
what's
say this?
You knew I was gonna say it.
I was like, how we go? I was like, Esther, jump in.
BBL.
But how come this so contentious though? Because like it goes through phases, isn't it? Like it's
Yeah.
gone through when it was like early the like facelifts, then it went,
Yeah.
then it was super, then it was breasts, then it was now it's BBLs, and even the little them microsurgeries or them procedures that ain't actually surgeries, they're
Yeah.
fads all the like the
Yeah.
lips
Lip fillers
and all that
Botox.
stuff.
So all this crap
Yeah.
here. So what I'm trying to say is, yeah, because when it was like early 2000s, 90s, like the breast was breasting everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pandemic, same way, but no one cares.
Yeah.
Let them get their breast done.
Yeah.
No,
Why is the BBL so contentious?
I don't think it's. I don't know. Because is it? I think I just wasn't in the era. I was in other eras, so this is the only era I've been in terms of being fully aware of this procedure, and it's
Yeah.
quite a serious procedure as well.
Yeah, it's very life threatening.
Right, it's a quite a
Okay.
serious procedure, and I honestly, I think everyone do what's best for them because
Yeah.
you have to carry yourself around. You got to feel good,
Absolutely.
but I feel like realizing how much goes into it,
Yeah.
because at one point people were just disappearing and coming back, right? But
Yeah.
then once you start to understand that they're like, it's a really serious procedure.
Yeah, it's one of the most dangerous surgeries you can
Right.
get, cosmetic surgeries you can actually get.
Does it depend on the doctor that's doing it? though?
No, period.
No, like
serious?
It's just
yeah.
one of the most dangerous.
I'm not
You know,
sure.
back in the
Yeah.
day, I heard how people like put cement in there and whatnot.
Yeah, that was injections.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
injections.
okay.
That was
And those were
injections.
done in like motel rooms sometimes. And stuff.
Yeah,
This
like
was before.
undergrounds.
Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't know why it's contentious. I just think it's only because I'm aware of this one, like, and how like serious it is.
Yeah.
And maybe it's because there's more bad bums than bad boobs, I think. I think because I'll be honest with you, yeah, I don't really care whether they're real or fake. My thing is how it looks.
Yeah,
You know what I'm trying to say? So
Mm.
if a girl's gone and spent money and got her bum done and your surgeon done an immaculate job, then more power to you and your surgeon. You've got a great figure now.
Yeah, as long as
It's
she
when you
feels
do it
good.
and it looks bad and it looks fake and it's
Yeah.
like, ugh.
And I think sometimes what's
What are we
sad
doing
is,
there?
is like a couple months later, people will report pain and all of these other
Yeah,
things. So,
but the thing is, some influencers do. Another issue I have is that some influencers do it,
Mhm.
and then they give their followers a discount code before they've even healed, and then now you want to come back and say
What
that.
about the girl that do it and turn personal trainer?
Oh, those
That's
ones.
the code. They're the code.
And they're like, oh, I've got a guide. I've got a little
but they-
guidebook on how to lose weight. Girl,
but don't they say
ma'am.
it? Don't they tell you? Or do they just think
No,
it's
they don't.
obvious? They don't tell you.
They don't tell you. There's a lady actually in
that's
America
fucked.
that she's actually really known. And for years, she really made people believe that she got that body in the gym until she started having
That's
health
such a
issues.
mindfuck.
Wow.
And literally, I think she might have got injections
Mm.
and it started to eat. I can't remember what this condition is called, but it starts to eat your flesh,
Wow.
like
The
your
process.
muscles.
Wow.
Yeah, that. And then she had to literally slice off,
Wow.
like
But you
cut
have
out
to
parts of her bum. Then she was honest about it. Now she's doing a whole movement about don't love yourself.
not Esther
Girl.
throwing shade whilst throwing compassion.
Ma'am.
You got a talent.
You got
babe.
get a
You
girl
got
who
a
can do
talent.
both.
You got a
Get a
talent.
girl that can do both.
Playing, like devil's advocate, yeah.
Yeah.
Like these PTs and whatnot. Does it not still take a lot of effort to maintain the BBL, or is that?
Yeah, I think it takes effort to
It definitely
be in
does.
shape for anybody.
Yeah,
right?
that's not fair. That's not a bad point.
It
Yeah.
does.
Yeah, just slapping on the
because-
BBL and eating what you want to do, what you want is just gonna.
And I was going to say that, no shade. Some people have gotten the BBL, thought that it's going to be a permanent solution. And a couple
Esther,
months later,
get
we
out.
didn't know
Esther,
that
get out. Get out.
you're back
Esther.
to your original. I can get a refund.
Esther,
personally,
get out
but-
right now. How can Esther say
Please.
they thought they did a magic trick, but surprise!
No, surprise, bitch, the fat is back.
All right then. Well, guys, I love these morning segments, but let's jump into what's happening in the world. Not us eliminating half of the timeline, but saying listen to the show. Anyway, guys, so this is quite serious. And I know this is something past episodes, I know it's something that we're all going to feel very passionate about.
Mhm.
So Baby P's mother is due to be released from prison. The mother of Baby P, also known as PR, could be released from prison within weeks after the parole board rejected the government challenge against its ruling. Let me take you back to 2007. In 2007, Baby P died, was, I believe, murdered. He had suffered more than 50 injuries at the hands of his mother, her boyfriend Stephen Baker, and a lodger, Jason Owen, who is Baker's brother. Baker was jailed for life with a minimum of 10 years for raping a 2-year-old girl, and given 12 years to run concurrently over the role in his death of Baby P. Tracy Colony, I don't care about your name. She obviously was jailed in 2009 for admitting to causing or allowing the death of her 17-month-old son, Peter, at their home in Tottenham in North London in 2007. Owen got an indefinite sentence. What does that mean? I just want to be super clear. What does an indefinite...
Indefinite.
Yeah, our legal...
You could just go on, keep like, what's it? Indefinite sentences don't have like a end
date. There's no sentence expiry
when
date.
they go in their system on the computer, it will say 99 years.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
usually...
So why did he get more than the guy that raped the child?
I don't know if that was like an IPP kind of sentence or something. Is that what it was?
I'm not even too sure, you know.
It says it's an indefinite sentence.
Yeah.
How long did he say he got?
He got indefinite with a minimum term of 3 years.
So he probably
Later
he probably must have got like a 3 years IPP or something like that,
Okay.
which is indefinite. So it's served 3 years, but I think at the end of the 3 years, you have to go through some kind of process to see whether they're going to let you out. It's like a public protection order, and that's why it's indefinite, because it lasts your whole life. When you come out, like it lasts whole. So that's what I'm trying to say. It says 3 years, yeah. But if he went to like check his stuff on the system in the computer on the wing, whatever, his sentence will say 99 years because he could potentially stay there indefinitely.
Yeah.
Well, it was increased to a fixed 6-year term at some point, so I guess it's no longer
Okay, so it's not indefinite.
but that's interesting. I didn't know about that.
I think
I'm
that
gonna look into that.
That was from back in the day, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, so IPPs and that probably would have still been there. So yeah, if that's an indefinite sentence, that's what I think it is, yeah.
So at the time, I remember, I don't know if you guys remember when the Baby P tragedy was going on, but I remember there being a massive conversation about social workers because he had received 60 visits in the final 8 months of his life. He was put on the at-risk register, and when they did like some sort of review, they realized that there was so many missed opportunities where they could have saved this young boy's life. So if we jump back to present day, Justice Secretary Dominic Raab condemned the decision and says that the parole board needs to be overhauled. He describes the actions of Baby P's mother as pure evil, and the decision to release her demonstrates why the parole board needs a fundamental overhaul, including a ministerial check for the most serious offenders, so it serves and protects the public. I just want to get you lots of opinions on this. It's just really shit, and it's really, really sad because... not me saying, let me get your opinions, and then me just talking.
And then carrying on. Getting your opinion.
You know what I mean? But let me warm you up. I feel like she needs longer. I just don't understand I don't understand. She allowed somebody to harm, and also probably participated in harming her child. How can this person, what promise is there for the future for them? Do you know what I mean? That's one thing I don't like about the justice system in this country is that people do mad things and then you be like, oh, you're in there. And then in 4 years' time, you just come out and carry on with life as if nothing happened. Because that's not long enough. That's 13 years. I feel like they should work out what the average living age is, and you should get that for prison. So you kill a baby at that age. Just say we all average age to live up to is 80. Babe, spend 7 to 8 years in there. See, I would say at least 18, because you took away his entire life. Like, you took away his entire life. And the years that he was here was traumatic and horrible. It was hell for this baby boy. Like, do you know what I mean? And that's me. But Mark's your parent. What do you think?
No, don't like stuff like this. I think judges should use their discretion though. They should never have come out. You get me?
But you know is what the parole board do though as well is because really morally no one wants them out. But what they really assess is your risk to society, like whether the likelihood of you recommitting such a crime again, and so that's why she would have been released because the likelihood of
she gets
recommitting
pregnant?
it.
What happens if she has another child? What happens then?
Do you know what stuff like that? When you come out, you have to basically your life is under a microscope, so you can't have a relationship without telling them. You can't have a phone without telling them. So if she has a boyfriend and stuff like that, she'll have to tell her probation officer. If she's sexually active, she'll have to tell them. Like, stuff like that, she'll have to tell them. And obviously, if she has a child as well, they'll be like heavily invested in that. So yeah, and she might not even be able to date someone as well who's a criminal, who's got a criminal record.
Yeah, what's the logistics behind that though? They can't. If she
That's
had a
what I'm
baby,
saying.
would they try and take it? Or like, is she allowed?
They
kids
might do.
again?
It depends. It depends.
The
on
people kill
what
cats.
her-
They're not allowed pets anymore, innit?
I don't
Yeah.
think they'll take the child from her.
You'll be surprised,
I
you know.
think I think because what we're weighing this up is the fact that they barely have the resources to take care of it. Like they literally saw this child, right,
Yeah.
be fucked up for the last 8 months of their life.
Yeah.
And the reason why they didn't take that child away, I think, comes down to they just don't have the capacity. Do you know what I mean?
I don't
Yeah.
think it's that. It's negligence.
I think
it's negligence,
It's
you know.
negligence.
I think
It's
it
human,
wasn't
it's human
one-
error.
it
They
was-
went there and saw
It
them.
wasn't one human. This was several people were able to check in, like, because I remember there
Yeah,
being
but they're just doing their job. They're not necessarily caring, innit? Do you know what I'm trying
Yeah,
to
so
say?
they just go there and they'll be like, oh, like we looked about. Even what was that case we talked about where the mum was saying, oh, he was just playing rough and all that kind of stuff. It's just people just being negligent and not doing their job the way I feel like in jobs, a lot of people unfortunately do their jobs
passively.
passively. They're just doing it because they need a means to live.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't actually care about what it is that they're doing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
because anyone who cares about what it is that they're doing, we don't even care about. That's not our job. Or if we saw a child in danger, we would do more than these people did. So a lot of people don't care. There's no passion behind their job. It's just a job. So it's them being negligent.
And I'm not trying to be a devil's advocate, but I think
Actually,
even
no.
if they went in caring, I think the amount of fuckeries they see probably desensitizes them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and their
You
case
can't be a
loads,
social
apparently.
worker or wherever it is
exactly.
and be getting desensitized by stuff.
I
You're,
know, but
you're on the front line of the
There's
fight.
judges,
but that's the thing.
there's
No, you can't-
doctors, there's so many people.
But you know what it is as well?
It's fucked.
In jobs like that as well, you have like a high caseload.
Yes.
Yeah,
The
that's
number
true.
of families you have to see and all that
Right.
kind of stuff. Like,
Mhm.
it sounds mad, but you be taking away everyone's kids.
But they've seen they saw him
Facts.
60 times.
60
That's wild.
times.
That's wild.
60
Everyone
times.
involved should have been sacked.
I was about to
Everyone.
say, I wonder what happened with
They did
everyone-
a review.
everyone-
They did a review, and I think they did find that there was. Obviously, it says here that they found. Let me get it up. They found that they identified missed opportunities when officials could have saved the toddler's life if they had acted
100%.
properly with warning signs. I don't know what that led to though. Like,
Yeah,
because
what was the consequence?
was it just guilt on their part? Was it because I feel like their stance was our caseload was crazy. We did
Yeah.
everything. We ticked the boxes of what we were meant to do. But that's what I'm saying. That there was a desensitized. There was a separation from what their role is.
because sometimes with these jobs as well, there is a separation where you got a tick box to tick, so you can't really have your emotional side
Mhm.
working with you. You got to go with on file. So I don't know, maybe like, is his arm currently broken? No,
Yeah.
it's not. Is he currently bleeding? No, it's not. Da-da-da. And it's like, okay, well, according to this list that I have,
Mhm.
he doesn't seem in danger.
He had 50
But when something mad
injuries.
happens,
50 injuries.
But when something mad happens, then it's like, oh, you should have done this. But then again, the people that create these systems for these social workers to work with, did they review that as well? Because why is it that reading
think
through
so
with
far.
60 people, like 60 visits, and you're telling me one person could not have raised it?
These
It's
people are animals.
mad.
man. They're just
I think they're
animals.
really fucked. And I think one thing that I think we're all just not even paying attention to is the man that she brought into her life. Somebody that was given 10 years for raping a 2-year-old girl.
So this is what. Sorry to cut you.
No, go.
No, like you see, kind of what I touched on yesterday about capital punishment. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think prison should be punitive, but also an opportunity for people to change.
To
innit? You know what I'm
rehabilitate.
saying?
Yeah.
But there's some things, right? Like this,
Mm.
that guy raping a 2-year-old girl.
Mm.
What could he offer society at any point in his life? Kill him.
That's
That's
what I'm
it.
trying to say. That's why I said judges should be able to use their own
Yeah.
discretion when they're handing out
Yeah.
sentences to people and stuff like that. Because
That's
like
wild.
the guidelines, the guidelines are already wrong anyway. You know
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say? The guidelines are already wrong. From a paedophile can get less than a rapist or whatever. Like the guidelines are already wrong. A judge, someone needs to go case by case and say,
Yeah.
nope, never coming out.
That's it.
And that's
Give
because
me.
I bet you there'll be someone who's done drugs or who carried drugs or whatever. Has got more time than someone who did that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can you
yeah,
imagine?
yeah.
Can
It's
you imagine?
wild.
Yeah.
They
Like,
should
Like,
be able to use
that's
the
what I'm saying.
discretion.
So, like, there should be no amount of drugs that you should be allowed to carry. I'm talking metric tons. There should be no amount of
Except Pablo
drugs.
Escobar.
No.
I said like this.
Yeah, there should be no amount of drugs that you can carry that will get you more time
Then a
for
flipping
killing
pedophile.
babies. Like, that's just what I believe.
Yeah.
Facts.
For killing
Nah,
babies, bro.
I think we also support you on that.
I think it needs to be
Thank
killed.
They should bring
That's
back
what
the
I think.
firing squad. That's what I think.
You're
You're
in the ping hanging in
all
that.
that money. Yeah, 100%. All that money.
They only
that-
stopped in like 64 or something, no?
So can I? I
Run it back.
That's the other day in England.
Run it back.
I want to.
68,
I want
64?
to
What is
make
it, Brent? Sorry.
Don't put me on
I
pressure.
said I got my own job over here. Okay, I want to put something in the mix that is very fucked. So I watched a documentary and it was a woman who was studying pedophiles and she
If
said,
Netflix on hiatus,
honestly, Amazon as well
Pirates.
and Disney Plus. If I didn't have all of these, I'd have a house by now.
Okay.
But she did a study, and the study she was a university lecturer or whatever. She basically went into these chats for pedophiles, and she started having conversations with them, pretending to be a pedophile to just kind of understand their mindset.
Yeah.
And she was like, she's changed her whole perspective on pedophiles because she feels like it's not a choice for them. Like there's some of them that hate the fact that they are pedophiles. That it's a mental health thing. So in this conversation, I then want to throw it back to you where you like capital punishment, shoot them.
Yeah.
You're not even saying kill them that they know they're dead. Like let their soul say, "Hey, I've just been killed." Like so in those situations, do
you have an empathy for them?
you have empathy?
Honestly, like everything's down to resources, right? And I know that we don't have the resources to actually judge every case on a case by case, situation. But if someone has an issue, right, they're attracted to little kids or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
Something should be in place to help people like that.
I was
right?
gonna say, check yourself in like.
So
a
what they
rehab.
used to do was castrate them or
Oh, damn.
remove or give
Wow.
them hormones so that they wouldn't be sexually, but it led to depression and suicide more
Okay.
time than not. So I don't think
I think it's better for you to depress than
Castrate work. They should could probably still do that. Because if you can't control yourself,
exactly.
yeah. If you
because you
you're
see what it is, yeah. The
because
mindset of it is, yeah. If that's true, what they're saying, and you're saying they can't control themselves, yeah, that means
please, I'm not the scientist.
no, but it's full. But that means there's bare people here that's living with that
That's
and
living
not
with that and not
acting,
saying
not
anything.
acting.
Yeah,
You know what I'm trying to say? So they can control
something
themselves.
to
They can do
be-
something about it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So the ones who can't control themselves need to be controlled. You need
I
to
think
be
they should.
stopped.
I think they should create like an island somewhere.
No, they
where
have
all
that.
check
They have a
themselves
town
and they stay there. Like,
full of they have that in
Do
America.
they?
They have a town, is a caravan site full of tons of pedophiles where they
Wow.
go because no one else wants them in their society. It's in
so then why
America.
don't they do that with everyone who is
Because
convicted?
bringing
Then just
together
take them there.
tons-
Don't put them in
No,
prison.
but bringing together tons of people that have this illness
Mm.
for me is going to be a deadly, deadly day. Like
Well, if they
because
have
they
a-
now come together as a number, now create a political agenda.
That's what
now,
they do that to criminals every day.
No, but I feel like
Just hoard them,
and
house them
doesn't
together.
it lead to massive groups and gangs and stuff like that?
They'll mastermind some plans and connections. Of
That's
course.
what I'm saying. They will become.
yeah, but I feel like they should
a
not be able to
syndicate.
escape from this land that they're on.
Well, then that's prison. That's called a prison.
no,
then.
no, but it's like away prison.
Okay.
It's not it's not the prison you can just visit. Like they've got an island dedicated or country
Oh, an
dedicated to
island,
these
okay.
people, and literally once you check yourself in,
Mm,
the only way you can check out is when you die. Like stay there.
mm.
That's what they need.
I think what this shows is that we don't have a progressive treatment for this problem. All we have for it is hate, and I think rightfully so.
I think people don't get flogged enough.
Yeah, but I don't. If it's a mental thing, if flogging is what's flogging gonna do? Like flogging is flogging. Okay, cool. But this anyway. I don't think there's a solution for this, and I think this is something that needs to be addressed because I think there's a lot of pedophiles living in society, mingling with us, going to
100%.
schools,
Scary.
in our political House of Commons, in police stations, in schools. Like I think it's fucked, and I think
Making me
pretending
sick.
is not an issue and just throwing hate at it. I don't know how much that solves.
If they're not going to do anything about these people, right, they need to put something in place to better protect the kids.
Mm.
That's it.
Because it's
You know what
mad.
I'm saying?
It's very wild.
Well, let me change directions and let's head into the next section of our show. So, what you saying? So, from bad news to other bad news, Kevin Samuels passed away at 56. However, it seems that the internet doesn't have a consensus of whether this is good news or bad news.
People, they have a consensus.
Mm.
What's the
They
consensus?
got a consensus.
They're consenting that.
They're consenting that they're dancing on his grave. And I
Well,
think that's
how do
wild.
you sort of feel about it? Why he's talking about other people?
when you told me, I was like, oh, I hope he wasn't murdered. And
Yeah, I said I hope.
yeah, I hope he
killed.
wasn't murdered. Like, someone dying is sad news. Like, but I think that maybe I'm not as emotionally sad as when somebody passed away, someone else passed away, and I felt like, oh yeah. So for instance,
Kobe.
SBTV, Jamal Edwards, when
Oh,
he
yes.
passed, we were at an event at that time.
Yeah.
Everything
Yeah.
shut down. I didn't feel that necessarily with this, maybe because I didn't connect to this
Yeah.
guy. I didn't connect to his story or his contributions to society.
Mhm.
I thought I thought it was entertaining for the most part. But yeah, so I think because of that, it didn't really pull anything out of me other than that's terrible. That's a really young year to die, like 56.
Yeah,
years young.
I think it's sad when people die.
I don't know
It's
why when
sad.
you say that. I don't know. Yes, it's sad when people die.
No, but
I want to add more.
I genuinely think that when people die, it just makes me. I think it's sad when people die, but because basically, right. So I was having a conversation this morning right on my way here
Did you pray before
when
you
I
passed?
heard always pray. when I heard that he died. And the person said to me that because I said, oh my God, I hope he wasn't killed. And the person was like, no, I think he had an illness. So I said, and I hope you don't fight me because I know you like to tussle, but I said, oh, so he was ill and he was online chatting shit. Like, you had bigger fish to focus on if you were ill. And I really hope that doesn't sound insensitive.
It does.
But but my
She
thing
was
for
like,
me,
get your priorities straight. That's what she
yeah,
said.
because my thing was like, you're online, spewing hate.
Well, it's not
But
hate. It's how you choose to digest his.
well, it was
No, it's how you try
hateful.
to digest his content. It's not.
Okay,
It's not hate.
my
And also,
opinion. Okay, wait, my opinion.
So
it was
Chadwick
hate.
Boseman should not been filming while he was sick.
That's what the person was saying to me,
That's
and
a
I'm not saying that that's
point.
that is a great
Come
point.
with
No, it is a great
science.
point because it is a great point, and I'm not
Marx
gonna
is kind of attractive, you
dispute
know.
that. Stay on course. Stay on
Stay on
course.
course. Focus.
And I know, I do agree with that. I don't think you should stop doing your job because you're ill or whatever.
You
But
just don't respect his
It's
job.
just in that moment. I definitely don't respect his
Yeah.
job. Absolutely don't. I really don't, because I think that
I get that.
for me, I feel like he made women anyway made them question their worth and make them feel like less worthy.
I'm just
and I don't like
that
that.
we-
He was.
time.
You know what it is, yeah. He was harsh, yeah, and maybe when his thing growed, there was a little bit of he got a bit more performative with it because
Yeah.
obviously you're gunning in it. You're seeing success and whatnot. You don't have to agree with his way of thinking or nothing like that. Yeah, he's like, but he wasn't really like he was giving like real talk.
He was speaking
Like,
for you. He was speaking for you, man.
No, he was just talking up. He was
speaking for you guys.
He gave them some valuable points.
he was talking like it was real life stuff.
Give me 2 valuable points he made.
What?
I'm not.
Yeah, I know you
Man
heard
said, let me
me.
bring
You
it up.
heard exactly what I
One
said.
sec. What's the one? What's the one?
I love the show.
What's the one?
We are too
What's the
necessary.
one?
I can't remember.
What is the one?
All
No,
these
what's the
I
fact
feel
that-
like you
you
lot
see-
enjoyed seeing women get berated.
And men do.
Men
And I just
loved
need
it.
men- I just need
But
men
you're
to
like,
admit
women
that.
live in this bubble where
Do you know
they
what it
can
is?
tell us mean things and nobody tells
Coy,
them off.
you
Like, when the guy's talking about,
I
I need a
just need
high
men-
value man
Yeah.
that earns
Look,
this
see, they
No, but
were
do you know
and
what
this
it is?
time.
Do you know what
And
it is?
rare,
Yeah,
rare.
do you know what
And
it
he said,
is?
all right, cool. So what? Okay, cool. That's what you got. What are you gonna do? Like, what?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
some of these women
Life
are talking
is
about,
about
I ain't
getting-
gonna do this.
Can I just
They're
say, yeah?
delusional. So they
Wait, can I
need
just
you
say,
need to
yeah?
hear some of this.
I just need men to admit that
it.
they love humbling women. That's
What do you
all I
mean?
need.
No.
Like
Admit
you love things
Admit
that
it.
you love to just make women
You make it
just
like that.
say stuff like and be like,
Nah.
just humble yourself.
You make it like that.
You love it.
In general,
you don't make it like that. It's what you say to us.
because in general, yeah, if you're that way inclined as a person, yeah, people just love humbling people. It's not about men and women. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like, when you've got a point to prove and you want to shut someone down, It's not about men and
I
women.
think it's in you lot's DNA. Small.
Okay.
But here's my thing. I'm not gonna lie
That's
to you.
so divisive. Why is it always got to be
So
about
wait,
like
so-
men and women?
So,
like?
so when he's doing what he's doing, that's not divisive. That was obviously divisive.
Like I said, I think it got to a point when it got a bit performative, yeah. But he's not forcing these people to come and have conversations with
He's
him.
not, and that's where I was
They're phoning up,
disappointed.
yeah, and talking
That's
to them
true.
and living
Yeah.
their truth, yeah. And they're saying these stupid things to him.
Yeah,
Like-
and do you know what it is? They gave him authority over their self-worth every single time.
And
a
that's
woman
what it was,
tuned
yeah.
in, and that's where we were upset. That's where we were shy.
Yeah.
for them.
I was
Like, yeah, we were.
okay.
Go.
People
You're
are talking about,
honest.
I don't want to cook and clean. I'm not going to be a slave
Yeah.
for my man, like my mother and
But
all that. It's like, your mum's got a yard with a husband
Yeah.
that she's been with for
And
years,
you're
and
on
you're talking
IG
about like a
Live
slave.
with something.
And what have you got?
Exactly.
You're
Yeah.
single. Like, some of the stuff that he was saying needed to be said
Okay.
and heard.
And I feel like
And you're going to
men-
be missed daily, brother.
Yeah, I feel like. Do you think he's proud of the legacy he left? Then I think he is.
Mark is pissing me off.
He said,
Do you know the thing?
Mark said you're gonna be
think he's-
missed
I think he
dearly.
helped a lot of women. You know, I think he helped a lot of women.
Help them with what? As in, like,
I
Getting
think
a
he
man,
did.
getting
Guys,
into a
finish.
stable relationship.
I think he did
100%.
because if
I
your
don't know
goal,
about it.
I think if your goal is to get a man by any means necessary,
boy, then he has to help
No, but-
you.
but there's rank-
And that's that struggle to
There's
me.
rankings in life.
I'm
though.
being stubborn. I do think, yeah, that there was, he's the person with eyes. He observed some stuff and he said some stuff.
Mhm.
My thing is that I don't think the point, I think a byproduct was if people were helped. I think the point was putting women down
No.
publicly.
And
I
humbling
believe that.
women.
I
don't
don't
think that
Men-
Kevin
listen.
Samuels didn't love
He loved
the
it.
power. And can I say something? As
No,
a man,
wait, let's
can I-
stop.
Let me land. Well, as a man, yeah.
He
as
does
a,
it to
as a-
men
as a man-
too.
As a man,
That's true.
I feel like a lot of men, I think a lot, yeah, he did, but anyway,
Hmm.
I we'll get to that. As a man, I think a lot of men feel like they can't talk to women. I feel like they feel like, how many guys say, oh, you can't tell women the truth, women can't handle the truth, women
Okay.
hate, like stuff like that. And I feel like what he did, being a single man,
Mm-hmm.
was be a
He was
megaphone for you
single.
guys. He spoke for you lots. You lot felt marginalized.
He
and
was
spoke
single.
for you guys. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I think you're a well-set person, but I think a lot of dudes, there's a lot of insults, there's a lot of guys
Mm.
that enjoyed the theatrics of putting a woman down and the women putting themselves in that position.
I agree
think
with you.
that,
So why you just ignore when he was putting the men down?
I didn't see those episodes.
I see him just down bare, man.
I didn't see those episodes.
Man's talking about, is your dick big? He's like, I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? You don't know. Stop lying.
Kevin Samuels,
You
you
know
you
if your
very
dick's big or
You
not,
know
brother.
what? I'll be honest though. Now that I know he was single as well, I think everyone.
I don't know.
Everyone
I'm
that
assuming that he was single.
was he single? Do
But
you
if
guys
he
know?
was single, it was by choice, though, isn't it?
That's what they say.
As in,
I see him once. I see him
what
in
they
one
say.
outfit one day. That's a single man.
Because if you
jeans and boots and they're
because
trying
if
to
you've
get
got
it in.
so much relationship advice,
that's an American man. Americans, they dress for their
Listen,
own.
if you're giving that much relationship
temperature.
advice to people, at this point, actually, I'm actually more shy for the people that were calling in to get advice from a single man.
But it shows how much of a
I don't get
disconnect
that.
there is between men and women, where we feel like we need spokespeople on both sides.
Yeah.
Like that's what it is. Like in reality, my relationship with a man does not require Kevin Samuels. Do you know what I
Absolutely
mean?
not.
But I feel like when you're so confused and you're like, I'm a beautiful woman and I'm this and I'm that. Why can't I find a good man?
Yeah.
And you make the onus on yourself, or you don't. You just don't know why. And then
Yeah.
you go to a man to ask why. He's
Yeah.
going to tell you things that
You're the reason why.
Yeah, he's going to tell you the reason why. And for some people, it felt right and it landed, and for other, but I just feel like.
I just didn't like the
it
brand.
just was. Yeah, it was very hard because I think there's ways you can say it without all of the.
And do you know what it is as well? I think what I didn't
Extra.
like as well, yeah, I get that you want to be blunt and blah, 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 blah. But when women who obviously are feeling away and feeling down about their situation call you, and you think that the best way to get a message through to them is by even slapping them further
But
below than
a
where
lot
they
of them,
are.
a lot of them weren't calling them from a
Sorry.
place of being down and bad about the
They
situation.
were.
They were coming to
No,
give
there was
advice.
bare of them that were confident.
Yeah.
They were confident and talking to, like, trying to convince him why they
Yeah.
was, and he's showing them
To do
like,
that, I don't
why
think
you're
you're
wrong.
confident. To do that, to call into the show
Yeah,
to
you're
assess
not
your worth
confident.
and to like to promote your worth. I don't know. I don't think that's a confident
The woman,
person.
But that's
No.
what she gave off. That's what she was trying to give off.
But
innit?
speaking
And she was
loud,
attacking him.
speaking loudly and being combative does not
Mhm.
mean confidence. And I
Yeah.
feel like a confident woman would never even call into Kevin Samuel. I think
No.
the only person, I think even when Nikki did it, I think Nikki did it as a spokesperson for women in her own
Nicki
right.
Minaj.
No,
Yeah,
but like,
Nicki
what's
Minaj.
What is wrong with her?
the theme of his
She
thing?
called into
Girls
him.
ain't calling up all upset and downtrodden and I can't get no man and then he's rubbing them through the mud and all that. That's not his show.
Well, you watched it.
Yeah.
I only saw
I mean, he said he
clips.
would miss dearly.
Yeah, so you watched and you obviously identified with him and you
No, I'm just saying, like,
you feel like your martyrs
majority,
gone.
like I'm saying, the majority of the time, yeah, people call up. It's willingly.
Yeah,
You know what I'm trying to say? Like, they want to be on there, yeah, and they've got all these ideas about themselves and what
Yeah.
they want, and they share it with him, and it's and then they have the conversation. He gives his opinion on them.
Do you ever
like,
think he was
it's
wrong?
not, huh?
Do you ever think he was wrong? Like any of the advice he gave, did you ever think, Kevin, that's cap?
I think that, like it's like what you're saying. The way he delivers his message, yeah. There's sometimes, yeah, like he just cuts through like a knife, like, not even like a knife. Sometimes like a blunt, like, and sometimes you hear him say things. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
that's
and it's
the
like
tape.
you didn't have to do that.
Mhm.
You didn't have
Yeah.
to say it like that. But a lot of what he says when he's having the conversations, I agree with. But it's not his fault. It's these stupid people saying stupid things to him.
But do you have male friends?
Yeah.
And do they not give you like quite harsh advice? Like
Yeah, they're
sometimes?
very straight to the point.
The reason why I have male friends is actually because I like
There you go.
the different point of view.
Yeah.
What shocked me with Kevin Samuels was the fact that it felt like the men loved how he did it. I don't think they loved what he was. I think they found entertainment in the cutting down of women. And even if that doesn't reflect you lot's mentality.
No, but the women that he was cutting down needed cutting down. You're moving like he's just attacking random innocent people on the streets. The women that he was chopping down needed it. That's why we was celebrating it. The women that he was chopping down and putting in their place needed it. These were delusional babes.
Or was it debate? Okay, was this the kind of things they were saying? I need a high. Was it because I know you lot protect high figure men a lot in it. So was it the fact that they wanted high figure men? Was
Esther,
it
what did I
High
say?
value men.
high value? That's it. High figure.
Mugs,
Just
your
to be clear,
existence.
the views of Margs alone.
Period.
When he
because
says that we were celebrating it is him
who's we?
who is speaking French.
Exactly. Brent is like, this is not going to fall back on me.
The thing for me is that
How is the day after gonna make it to the end of the year?
Listen, if you make it to Christmas, I'm throwing us a party.
the problem with this fella, right? Couple things. One, we were only shown the clips that were absolutely wild.
Yeah.
As Koi said, she only saw clips.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that went viral.
Yeah.
So that's how we formed
Our opinion.
100%. Mark says he'd been watching him. That's him and his subscription.
Every
That's
Sunday. Every Sunday.
But the issue also is that that group that was made on Twitter that had all those men in it, that's the type of content that they would champion. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So men like Marks or Emmanuel, 100%, Men like Marks and
I don't
Emmanuel.
see the correlation. How did you even
I'll-
get
I'll-
there?
I'll
This
get
is
there.
unfair.
He'll get there.
I'll
No,
get
let
there.
me get there.
Okay, go on.
I'll get there.
Let
Go on,
me sit-
King.
Let me sit
Men-
back for this.
Men like Marks and Emmanuel who would have a measured approach on, all right, cool. I can see how he dressed that person down. And yes, it's blunt because he said it's blunt. Marks didn't say it wasn't. Sometimes he was even like, ooh. But as Koi said, some men absolutely loved
Yeah.
that
loved it.
women were washed down and it was black women
Yeah.
washed. And they literally championed him. And that's why black women basically call them incels. Because he empowered them. Those men that were in that particular group, they would love his content. And that's the issue for me.
That's it. Actually meant to admit that you like when women are humbled and you like when women are not made to feel so special.
Which means you're not our friends.
And you can tell them that the reality is you're not as special as you think you are. I like that.
So it's
just meant to
okay
admit
to
that.
dislike Kevin Samuels because of how people receive Kevin Samuels.
No, because he also it felt like he fed into that. It felt like he wanted that to be the outcome. Like I feel like you can. The thing is that it's hard to tell people's intentions all the time by their by what they put out. Do you know what I mean? Like intentions does not necessarily mean it matches what comes out. But I feel like a lot of his fame and popularity wasn't fueled by measured men.
Yeah.
It was fueled by people who just love the theatrics of seeing.
It's not that you need balance. Like he was the what's the word I'm looking for, man?
And he did it. He
so like
came,
people
he
are
saw,
just
he
allowed,
conquered.
like especially like ain't shit people are just allowed to pretend and act like their shit don't stink and no one's allowed to bring them down to earth. I don't understand because it's
Do you
not
know what?
it's
No.
not necessary. It's not
They're
unnecessary.
not.
It's not like you're running around trying to attack and find people to bring down and then picking at their flaws and stuff like that. Yeah, it's people that have come out of their way onto you and then talking
But who
nonsense.
are we?
Yeah, like absolute nonsense. Yeah, and then no one's and then man point out what they're saying is wrong. And then they're bad for just
But
lying or something like that.
the problem with pointing out that they're wrong, I can't hear anything in my headphones. I don't know if that's affecting anything.
Yeah.
But
Me too.
the problem with saying that it's wrong here is really think about what we're talking about. We're talking about subjective things. Like we're talking about subjective things. The bottom line is there's millionaires that date 100 heirs every single day. Life isn't about getting what you deserve. It's about getting what you get. Like in reality, you could end up with a girl that people would say is out of your league. My niggas, does that mean you should disqualify yourself from desiring that? And I feel like it's mad that we're even policing people's aspirations. That's like saying you're dreaming too big. I think the problem with these women is that they obviously don't believe it themselves for them to go and put themselves in that situation. So that's a therapist problem, not a Kevin Samuels problem.
It's not about dreaming too big and trying to hold people down, yeah. But it's like you
literally have said chop it down.
No, but it's like you, yeah. Like it's like you telling me you want to be a singer, yeah, and I know goddamn well you can't sing. You're allowed to have any ambitions you want.
Yeah,
you know what I'm trying to say. But when you start moving, when you're moving, you're taking it on board now. You're moving like a mad woman, yeah. And it's like there needs to be someone around you that's going to say it's not even possible for you.
Do you know why I'm tapped?
Like you need to understand that it's like you can't even do this.
Do you know why I'm tapped? Do you know how to defend your right to fuck it up? Because I think even if you can't sing but you believe you can be a singer, you could still see success as a singer. I still say go for it. How many singers are average? I still say go for it. That's the difference between me and I guess everybody else. Like I feel like
my brethren that's rapping and I know he's never gonna make it. I don't care what you're determined.
But you don't know that he's
because I know you're never gonna make it. You know how many men I knew was never gonna make it.
But how many people are singers and rappers that can't?
Do you know how many rappers? Do you want me to name rappers that can't rap? I'm definitely not gonna do that. But I'm on the safe space.
They exist,
but they very much exist. Life is not like honestly. Do not let people
successful ones that cannot rap.
And then
successful.
Define successful, because successful could be cult following. Successful could be. Do you know what I mean? I'm saying all I'm trying to say to you is that our perception of that person, their only fault is even caring about our perception. If you are there and you believe. Bear in mind, imagine you were a buff girl. Imagine you were a 6 out of 10 girl, because that's what the number that most people, they were 7 out of 10 or whatever. Yeah. Imagine you were an average looking girl, right? And you wanted somebody that was a millionaire, because you want someone who's a millionaire. There's many reasons why you'd want a millionaire. Who am I to say that you are not gonna get that? Because
you have to do things. So you want to be a doctor.
Yes.
Yeah. You want to be a doctor.
Yes.
What do you mean? Who am I to say you're not going to be a doctor? Unless you do certain things, yeah, you are not going to be a doctor. You have to go and put in the work. You have to go and study and get the qualifications for you to be a doctor. So if you want a millionaire, yeah, there better be things that you go and put in place, yeah, so you can go and find these millionaires. Yeah. Because if not, what are you doing? How are you going to get there?
A lot of millionaire men, like men with money,
yeah,
they don't really necessarily always want a woman that's got money or
It's not necessarily.
things.
It's not necessarily about having money. I'm just saying, whatever it is, whatever circles you need to be in, whatever you need to do to find them, because the average person don't hang around with millionaires. Where do you don't meet millionaires, isn't it? So it's not necessarily about having money. It could just be even being in the right circles, eating in the right places, whatever it may be. Whatever you've got to do, you've got to do it. So it might not be having money. It might, like I said, it might be frequenting in certain places, and then when you get there, you need to make sure. You can be bilingual. You need to make sure you look good enough so these people can come. There's things that you have to do. So for you to just wake up and say you want a millionaire, but we're looking at you and we're saying, all right.
But the things that the people that are judging it are not millionaires themselves. Like both of us seem unqualified for this conversation, and the millionaires are not tuning in. So I don't understand.
No, but they can see that you're just.
I'm telling you, there's millionaires that date tramps.
Anomalies.
Let the girl be. Let her be that then. And by the way, I have no facts about this. I don't know any millionaires, and I've never seen them date a tramp.
I just think that if someone wants to date someone, or if a woman thinks that she deserves, I just feel like life is hard.
It is.
So if someone says this is what I deserve, just let them live in that fairy tale. And I don't believe it.
If you're calling up saying this is what I deserve, I'm still looking for it. It's been 10 years. 10 years.
And guess
he's
what?
letting you know. Listen,
if
be realistic.
Okay.
Esther.
Oh no! Don't start with my name.
You've got your life together in order. You earn good money. I could be. Look, you earn like £100,000 a year. This is what you do. You're patting up here. Does a man with little to no ambition, can't hold down a job, no money, no savings, no rare. Does he deserve to be with you?
He can think he deserves anything, but he will not be with me because that's not what I want.
No.
Simple.
But that's not. No, but that's not.
But listen,
no. It's not that he doesn't deserve to be with me. It's that I don't deserve to be with him.
Even way, it's the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
Do you know how many bummies? Do you know how many guys that have? Do you know how many guys that are how you described that go with girls that are with respect to Castillo speaks about how he was in a low. He's not saying he's a bummy at all, by the way. I actually like Castillo. He says that he was in a low place in his life. His missus literally said, "But I was handling the bills." I'm saying, get what you can get. Like this deserve thing. Life don't work like that. And I personally feel like it's funny. The only thing that I took away from the Kevin Samuels era, because he defined the era, and if that's the legacy that he's proud of, that's great. Is I don't think people realize the reality of what it's like to date high-profile men or women. They have no time for you. I don't think people are thinking. So he gave a lot of insight into that kind of stuff.
It works both ways, and it's not just about women. It's like that. There's men. And that's what I said. There's men that there's men that want high-value gal and that, and you need to be bringing certain things to the table. Like it's just
absolutely.
It's just information.
Okay, so can I ask
if you don't like the way he delivered his stuff, then that's cool, and I feel like that might even be a different conversation. But I think that what he was doing, I think it was legit, and the people come to him from
Sorry, women. Sorry, are there women who basically give the same message? It may be in song, hard lyrics.
Break boys don't deserve no kitty.
All right, okay.
I know that's right. That's the song.
Can you pay my bills?
Yeah.
Can you pay my telephone bills?
Yeah.
Brent's got a lot of references.
I'm just saying. It's littered.
Maybe we could chill.
Littered with references, right? And how do men take it?
On the chin. We ain't got no choice.
Do you care?
Exactly.
Do you care?
I don't think men do not take it on the chin.
Do you
Men
care?
don't.
Are you just saying you care to have a race? Do you care?
I've got to say, men do not take nothing on the chin. Because when Cardi and Megan said broke and girls were tweeting up and down, users were hyperventilating, having heart attacks, high blood pressure on the timeline. Men don't take it on the chin. Men do not take. I'm sorry, I'm not going to let that slide.
I really like that your leggings are matching your nails. I really like your point.
Oh, thank you, babe.
And I think she won there. I think that's fine.
Men don't take on the chin.
You don't act like you're...
Men are
just did that. She won because of the
No. It's
arbitrary thing.
No.
All them women.
Don't do that.
All right, strike one.
First of all, you're on probation. You're on probation. Don't do that.
Esther, I provided the question.
Yes.
Just to let you guys know that both sides are doing this particular thing. Not that one or the other one.
Yeah.
Both people are responsible for this particular back and forth.
Do you know what? I think all this shows at the end of it all is that there is a massive disconnect between straight women and straight men and how we want to see each other and what we think each other wants. And I don't think Kevin Samuels was the solution you lot think he was, but he started a conversation. As in, there are some women that were like, fairy tales or whatever. I think I'm not just I don't like the idea of people thinking they're just not intrinsically worthy. But if that's what you think the takeaway is, then there were women that walked away saying, do you know what? I'm not intrinsically special or worthy. Let me go and do something outside of myself to make myself valid. If that's what they need to feel powerful, that's cool. That's it.
If Kevin Samuels was a woman, would you feel the exact same way?
Nope.
If Kevin Samuel was a woman, would
Well,
I feel the exact same way?
I think that women exist that what would the woman be doing?
He'll be their queen.
Wait, I don't get it. No, wait. What would the woman be doing? What would
The same thing.
woman's message be?
Oh, so-
The
so-
same thing,
thing.
just to men. That you so you want to think, girl, how are you gonna get this woman? You can't do that. What's your job? What do you do? How tall are you? How big is your dick?
But don't we have that?
How much you
now?
rate yourself out of 10?
Don't we have that now where there's women who are very anti-men and stuff? I think that's the opposite of
I
that.
just asked you guys this question. You answered it already.
Oh, did
I know.
we?
Yeah.
Also,
Yes.
But I will say I don't like
also-
women like that. By the way, I will put that up
okay,
there.
but also, what if Kevin Samuels was a woman
Mhm.
talking to women?
Saying what? You need to be higher value.
Saying the same
so
thing
the
that
same
Kevin was
thing.
saying.
Then the world will call her a pick me.
They'll vilify her.
Yeah, they'll call her
The
pick
woman,
Yeah.
the world will call her a pick me.
Yeah, they'll vilify her. They
They'll
won't
be
like her.
like, they'll go and research her husband, the success of her
Yeah.
marriage, and all of that kind of stuff.
Their
yeah,
net worth, all that stuff.
I don't know. Maybe because obviously you don't think I'm toxic anyway. Yeah, maybe
No,
maybe it just
make
a
an
little bit,
assumption.
but yeah,
Maybe
like
it's
a little
proof.
bit.
I mean,
I'll
we
be honest with
do,
you.
but don't make this assumption.
My man can be smug. Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Like a little poisonous, but not
Yeah, like-
shocking. We won't die. But
Come on.
I embrace it. I love it.
Yeah.
My,
I do
Like-
this guy.
I'm saying he can be smug and condescending sometimes,
Mm.
and towards the end it is like rare. But I mean, for the most part, this guy just
You lost a brother.
He was speaking
this
for
guy
you.
just preaches the gospel.
He was
Like,
speaking for you.
for the most part, he just talks the truth.
I think
I'll
it's
be honest
just-
with you.
I think it's
Yeah.
subjective.
I
And I
don't
think-
think there's anything wrong with him saying to a woman.
Oh, we know.
No disrespect, right?
We know you don't think
Yeah,
there's
we
anything
know.
wrong
We
with that.
know you're happy with it. You love
4 or 5,
it. Gagging for it.
Baby fathers not working, saying to her it's not realistic to expect a man who's a millionaire
Yeah.
to want you.
But
There's
you
nothing wrong
know,
with that.
some people would
Nothing.
say that person you just described,
Mhm.
and I don't know the statistics, and I hope I'm not saying this right, but I believe that Louis Harvey's mum
Mhm.
also, she doesn't have 4 or 5 baby
Yeah.
fathers. But do you get what I'm saying? Like I feel like it's very contextual.
Yeah.
She still ended up with a millionaire.
But this is
That's
Like,
one
and-
person.
And this is
But-
what he's saying. You're looking at anomalies. You're basing your whole life.
I will hear that.
on
I do
an
think a lot of
anomaly.
people want to be the 5%, and only 5% can be the
Less than
5%.
5%.
1%.
It's less.
Okay, black man.
Okay, Brent. No.
Kevin, the spirit of Kevin Samuels is in the
Brent in
building.
my ear for me. Like, Brent was at 5%. I ain't never heard your voice that high
Anyway, I
pitched.
feel
To me,
like
I think he was just.
we wouldn't need Kevin
Yeah.
Samuels if we, and I'm talking specifically about black men and black women, because
Mhm.
everybody else has their own
I was
speech.
about to say, you're speaking French too?
Yeah, like I feel like we would it shows that we don't know how to communicate, and it feels like our relationship is very much on tit for tat right now. Not I don't know if in personal relationships, but in terms of the social media
Okay.
perception, it feels very because that's what it felt like. It was like we have city girls, we have Kevin Samuels.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like we have the devil, we have Lucifer.
we're trying to play
Like,
each other.
Whoa, like
Do you know?
do
I
we
think
not
everyone
want
just-
each other? Like
I think if I produce Kevin Samuel's show, I think one thing I would add to the show would be
not you
to-
trying to get a
to-
new job. Shit.
Damn, we're getting him a pass probation over here.
he's dead though, isn't it? He can't hire me.
Wow.
Brent,
I was thinking that.
and I was first, and you said I was insensitive about my comment.
No, but I like him anyway. R.I.P.
I literally thought he's dead. Can't hire him anyway.
So do you think there's gonna be a new Kevin
Master, you're
I'll
stuck
let you
here.
think
If you
of
like
it.
it or
Yeah.
not.
Or do you think there's going to be a new Kevin Samuel? Because there was a light-skinned guy who was trying to be a bit of a Kevin. Oh no, he wasn't trying to be.
If he's got the information that Kevin Samuels has got,
What's the information?
everything
Critiquing
that he
women.
was saying.
All right, I don't think that's.
I think
Maybe
I
with-
think
maybe-
Kevin Samuels'
maybe with a-
producer is gonna be the hottest cake on the streets now. Everyone's gonna be like, "You wanna produce my show? Let's do this."
Yeah.
No, but what I was going to say is the only thing that maybe I would add to the show is for him to bring in those high value men and the partners they have
Mm.
and say, why did they choose, that woman? And that woman, how did you, get yourself in certain circles?
That'd be
How
good
did you
content.
find him?
That'd be good content.
You know what I'm saying? Because we're looking at real life situations, not hypotheticals,
Yeah.
no wasting time, none of that nonsense.
Do you know? I just
Real
think
life.
everyone just focus on your focus. Whatever it is you think you deserve, dream
Yeah,
after that.
I do feel like
If you
deserve
get
what you
it,
deserve.
that's great. If you don't get it,
Not
maybe
deserve.
go back to the drawing board and see what you can change.
Right.
You don't think people
I
should
don't
manage their
think-
expectations?
It's not causing me any harm. So
I know,
don't
but-
see. No.
Oh, you mean for them? Because you're thinking
themselves.
about for them.
Yeah, for themselves.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, whatever it is that you desire that. If it's not working out for you, take a moment, sit back down, rethink things, re-strategize,
Yeah.
and then go again.
Yeah.
We go
People
again.
care about
But
people's
if
mental
they-
health. What if someone's a someone's
Because you want to marry a millionaire?
No,
Don't
but
you
I'm saying,
yourself?
someone's a footballer, yeah, and it's only a small percentage of people that make it pro, yeah. But you can know your level. So someone who clearly, yeah, isn't on that level, you want to support them and push them to keep going and keep playing football. This is what you're gonna do.
Do you know what? Life is
Look
difficult.
at you, because you're thinking it's playing in your head. And you're thinking,
I think millionaires are not part of this. They're not even listening to the conversation. I just feel like this. It's kind of like when we're all arguing about Crep and Sasha's finances. Like they are good. They don't care. Like,
do you know what I think? I just think life is hard, and I think if that's what gives you hope every day, if that's that little bit of sunshine that's in your life. Thinking that you can be with a guy who created Lion King, dream on, sis. Dream on. And then if you don't get that, then maybe you can go a little lower than that until you find your match. I just think if that's
their match will be at their level.
That's not my problem.
I
got my man. I don't care. I'm realistic with what I want.
There's so many people that date up because a lot of people that are in good situations don't have self-esteem. Like I'm telling you right now. It's the truth. There are girls here that are gonna get guys that are beyond their and by the way, when we talk about beyond them, we're talking about finances a lot of the time as well. So which is not really the best way to judge people. But anyway, a lot of women that go on and get these things, sometimes it's because that guy was, I don't know, maybe nerdy when he was a kid and never thought he would get her, and now he's got the baddie. As soon as academics came up, did he not go and date that? In fact, let me not talk now because I don't know.
Academics started hitting all the baddies.
Secondly, do you know what I'm saying? And these baddies, do they have the same net worth as academics? Nah, cool, that's one thing. And then similarly, Aloni's thread shows all the time where women date like guys that are not in the same finance, because we're talking about finances. Let's not pretend it's about anything else. We're talking about finances and maybe being a bit more structured in your mindset. How many guys, remember the guy that had a wrap around him in the girl's house? Like, do you know what I mean? People date who they can get.
As well,
I will say though.
Of course, because entertainment is more important.
And that's what I was going to say as well, is that a lot of people say things
things
online, but when we check your reality,
what do you mean, good or bad?
That, as in, a lot of women say that, I want to date this guy. My guy has to have this and that.
Yeah.
But when we check the reality of the man you're dating, the one that's taking you for idiots.
He's got one pillow and that's fine. You're happy.
Like
I think people need to be happy and they're happy.
Everybody does that. Men do that. Man be chatting shit about gal and talking about buff this and she's this and and then you look at the gal that he's lying down with. You're like,
I think nobody wants to own. Nobody wants to own.
But life's about balance.
I think it's just everyone just
people
pretending.
have become aspirational about even love, like about dating as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know how people are aspirational about money? We will never tell somebody who doesn't have money, oh, don't dream about having a big house. We'll just expect them to take the steps to get there. Yeah. And I think there's a fucked up thing that's happening with relationships. But guys, are you ready to move on to this? Because I feel like women are going to get flogged a little bit more.
Let's go.
Before we move on, so I hear the point about managing expectations, right?
Coming for me?
Or just a question to you, young man, right? Do you manage your expectations?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, you don't. You go for what you want.
I'm extremely talented. My ceiling is high. I could do anything.
And you believe that you can get anything that you're not right?
It's in proof that I'm capable. The things that I'm confident about, I've proved that I can do them. I don't have any delusions of grandeur.
Can you walk into a room not having qualifications for that job?
And still get
that job.
You can.
I'd have something inside.
That's what I'm saying.
But I knew I was capable of that though. I don't understand that.
I hear that managing expectations. I hear it.
No, but I knew I was capable of that though, Brent. No, I hear where you're coming from. I see what you're trying. I think you think you made a point.
No. I love it. I love when somebody says, look, I don't have what it is they need, but I'm going to give them what it is they need. I love that.
Yeah, but
I love that.
But I'm a psycho in the sense of I think really highly of myself. I know what I'm capable of.
And we wouldn't take that away from you.
No, but then I can back my talk though.
No, but
I'm an exceptional human being.
That's what I'm saying.
I love that for you, Black King.
These women think the same thing. They think they're exceptional.
They don't quit.
Marx. Okay, they don't quit.
No, I'll be honest with you.
First of all,
let him land.
Marx ain't calling nobody for validation.
That's what I said. We all said that.
But we all said we were shy for them for that.
We all said that a confident woman
wouldn't do that.
Wouldn't need Kevin Samuel's
validation. We said that.
We already said that.
Yeah, but that's the difference.
But we said that 3 minutes ago. We said that like 30 minutes ago.
Well, then that's the difference.
So are we all on the same page? I feel like we're still not on the same page, but we're on the same book.
What's the same page?
Results. You know what I'm saying? He's got results.
You would do that, wouldn't you?
No.
You wouldn't do that.
Not him doing exactly what women would do.
Exactly.
If we're supporting. Anyway.
Man's out here leading the orchestra.
It's fine. It's fine. Everybody get what you can get, and don't listen.
Dream
to no
on,
one.
sisters.
Dream on. Because let me tell you, right, sometimes self-belief is all you really.
And what's that
fucking
thing the
need.
girls love doing these days? Manifesting.
Yes.
Manifesting
Keep
and
going, sis.
crystals and that, innit?
Yeah.
No, but most importantly, R.I.P. Kevin though.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah. Sorry. I was like, we completely forgot this was yeah. But 56 is very young, but he left a legacy that I think he would be proud of. And really,
He's
that's
definitely
what
proud of it. He
matters.
loved
Exactly.
it. That's all
All
that
right
matters.
then, guys, can we head into the next section now where we flog women more?
They're gonna hate us.
We're keeping it strong though. We're keeping it strong.
Absolutely. Life is all about balance.
Okay, but this one, I don't know how we can really defend this one. So
I can't.
Sometimes, what did someone say on Twitter? I support women, but some of y'all are
Some of your bitches is dumb.
Some of your bitches is dumb. All right, cool. So this woman's a woman, and she protected her name and identity for sure, who secretly poked holes in her partner's condom is jailed.
Good.
Rightfully so.
Yeah.
So a German woman who has been jailed for 6 months after she was convicted of stealing her partner's sperm by poking holes in his condom. I didn't know this happened in real life. Let me get to the end of this and I'll ask if you guys have ever been worried about this. The woman who wished to become pregnant sabotaged her partner's condoms without his permission. So I asked how this was found out, but if you read along, you'll find out. So basically, she snitched on herself. The court in Western Germany was told that she was involved in a friends with benefits relationship. This old tale with a man, but developed deeper feelings for him. However, they were not reciprocated by the man, who was happy with the consensual nature of their relationship. Yes, one of Mark's people. The woman was unsuccessful at getting pregnant, but nevertheless sent the man a message over WhatsApp telling him that she was pregnant and admitted sabotaging the condoms. He responded, rightfully, by filing criminal charges against her, and the woman later admitted to attempting to manipulate him. The court was initially unsure as to what to charge the woman with. She was facing charges of rape, but this was later reduced to sexual assault.
Yeah.
So, should it have been rape?
Has she had the baby?
No, she wasn't pregnant.
She wasn't.
I was going to say, because
She
if a
was
man
herself.
does that, that is rape.
Yeah, there's something called she thing.
Sorry,
which
what?
is-
Isn't stealth?
Stealth, that's what it is.
Something like
So,
that,
and
yeah.
that's when
You say if a man done that, you'd say it was rape.
Yeah, I think that's what the law counts it as.
Oh no, yeah, but I'm saying now, do you feel like that personally?
Yeah, I think if you take a condom off without my permission or you poke a hole in it, you need to go to jail.
I've never even thought about that.
I think I hate
rape.
I hate the language because
Same
I
here.
get it and I understand it's wrong and that, yeah, but I just hate the language because he can't take that right from you. You get what I'm saying? That that's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
your program. He shouldn't be able to take that from you. You shouldn't be able to
Yeah.
do that. There's bare things that come into it, like sexual health, all
Yeah.
these kind of things.
Yeah.
He should not be able to do that. So
Yeah.
and obviously we're establishing this wrong, and if he needs to be punished, whatever.
Yeah.
All right, fine. But the language is mad for me because that's not rape.
I need to figure out how maybe we can get quickly how rape is actually defined.
And
but
also-
even if you for example, putting an object in someone or something like that, that is considered rape
Yeah.
as
What
well.
if it's unconsensual?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's not
Well,
consensual.
yeah, anything is unconsensual.
Oh, but you're
So-
saying this
Yeah,
is
but this
different because
isn't-
there was consent to sex, but you're saying
But
that
there's no consent to take off the
unprotected
condom
sex.
off me or anything like
Oh,
that.
see, now that is confusing to me.
I
now.
look, it's the same thing. It's the same thing like when them lists come up and stuff like that. Like it's just like I'm trying to say. So if I was having sex with you and I pulled off the condom when you wasn't looking and I had sex with you and then I got in trouble for it and then they're gonna call me a rapist here and then they're gonna put me in the same category of someone that grabbed a woman and pulled her in the bushes when she was jogging and forced himself to have sex with her.
Yeah.
That's a rapist. And you're gonna tell you like I done wrong. I get it.
Yeah,
but
but
you
that's
are
like-
telling me that's my brethren.
No, but we can do
This
that.
is what you're telling me. You're telling me that's my
We
dog.
can do that as well
No.
with murder, where someone accidentally kills someone and someone intentionally kills someone.
Yeah,
Either way, someone's dead.
Yeah, but I think there should be discretionary murder.
Nah, because I thought.
I don't feel like it's open and shut like that. If someone told me someone killed someone, I would say why.
Yeah, but then when people ask you, you record a murderer, but when people ask you the details of your case, then you can then say you're better than the next man. But
This is what it's all
But
about.
it never gets to that, though.
Listen to this, yeah.
label that
Let me tell
what
you.
you've
Let me
done
tell you
is
why
what
it's
it
biased
is.
discretion, yeah. Because of the background that I've had, yeah, where I come from, yeah. So I will see things and look at things a little bit differently.
Yeah.
So like I said, if I heard, oh yeah, my man killed my man, the first thing I would ask is why. Because when I hear the reason why he done it, I'm gonna make up in my mind how I judge him.
You see, I just hear killer.
Whether it was justified.
wrong.
No, whether it was justified or whether it was not. If it was
Yeah.
wrong, I'm saying that's wrong. If it was justified, good. You should have done that. That's just my. I'm not saying it's right.
Yeah.
This is how I think. This is what I'm on. Yeah. All right. Cool. I couldn't hear. Oh, he raped her. I'm not gonna say why. There's no context you can give me that's gonna make that. All right.
Can I ask a
Do you know
question?
what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So
we get the-
in terms, I think we need to look into the definition.
Yeah, I was going to say, did we get that?
I've got a definition for rape.
Before we jump into that,
Yeah.
do we think that sometimes people are shocked by the definition of rape because rape was so ill-defined for such a long time? Like people were in marriages, and if your husband raped you, it wasn't actually even seen as rape. Like you need to understand, there's been a small growth in how
obviously we've got to educate ourselves and learn. And back in the day, there would be people that would think you can't rape your girlfriend.
But
you know what I'm trying to say? There's people that think, how can I rape my wife?
You can't rape your wife. Yeah, exactly.
Remember the footballer with the voice note from the girl, and he was like, give me pussy. And because it was the girlfriend, I feel like his sense of entitlement was because he thought this is my girlfriend. My thing is that just because you're shocked by the definition of it, I don't think that means that the definition of it isn't right. I'm not gonna lie, that conversation is a really important conversation because I don't think I know which one. And I think we've all been educated in real time. Like men definitely, because you lot are also experiencing floggings as well. But even as a woman, I'm redefining what my boundaries actually are based on the validation of other women saying that was wrong. Yeah. You felt that was uncomfortable. That means something. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like when you were just saying that you're shocked by that doesn't, do you know what I mean? There's different types of rape. There's not different types of rape. Oh my gosh, it's such a tense language.
No, but I get what you're trying to say.
Yeah, like it just feels like, because even me, sometimes I feel like, should I know more? Like, how do I know more? Because some things this has never come up to me ever. Like, if a guy fucks you with a condom, and if a guy fucks you without condom, without your permission, is that rape? I've never thought of that. I've never thought of that question.
What if the guy's obviously he's beating the chick now, and then condom breaks? He knows, right? Still continues. And then afterwards, she's like, oh, it broke. And he's like, yeah, I know.
Oh no, he can't say that. He has to say, he has to be shocked with her.
Too.
Wow.
But let's just say,
I think it's a violation.
Because just from the laws, what we just said, if he says, oh yeah, I know, that's a mitigation to a crime.
A mitigation, not a mitigation.
He can't. Don't ever say that.
Don't you ever?
But could she say, you raped me? You know what I'm saying?
But can we just say, by the way, her saying that she raped her, can I just say, if she was to say that to the police and that, because you don't feel like, I know the word rapes makes men shake in their boots, right? Because they feel like, I don't know what to do anymore. But that's because so much of what was allowed before was so wrong. Like it's been normalized. Yeah, I'm sorry, it's a really hard lesson, but the lesson is saving a lot of people's integrity. But anyway, what I'm trying to say here is, with that situation, I forgot your question. I'm so sorry.
Like, could she say that he raped me? Yeah, she could say he raped me.
Technically, we went into an agreement.
If she went into court, do you know how hard it would be for her to even to get legal backing for that? Or do you know what I mean?
It depends, because if he admitted it, like I'm saying, he admitted it. If we come into an agreement, we're gonna have sex. This is consensual. But the basis of this agreement is it needs to have protection. I've stated it to you before.
Yeah.
If there's no protection, we can't do this.
Yeah.
So I've given you consent. I've given you my terms and conditions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've agreed.
If you've agreed. Yeah. If that condom breaks, and you know, and I don't know, and you continue with this, knowing what the terms of our conditions was, you're in the wrong. You're breaking the trust, and you've done that without consent, regardless of what was said beforehand. You've done that without consent. And so if she feels aggrieved like that, then
have you not seen the condom that requires both people's consent, and it's like it's almost like a legal thing?
What?
Wow.
So basically, it's like a condom, but to open it, you both need to like hold it in a certain way. So it's like giving consent.
Was it biometric? Yeah.
No, it's just
because you just do it with two hands.
No, it's not a Rubik's cube. It's like no, but I get what you mean. But it's like it needs both people to like do.
No, but you know what's mad about that though? As much as I get the concept of that, consent can still be withdrawn.
Exactly.
So even then, saying we had the device that proves that we both gave consent.
Right. I think that's what it is, consent. I think that's something that a lot of people struggle to like understand.
People don't understand
like,
consent.
It can be withdrawn at any time by either party. Yeah. Like, and I think men sometimes don't feel like this is for them as well. But I think it's really important that guys also know that.
Feel that, I
mean, I really care about women thinking it.
Yeah, and women not to take offense to a guy saying no. Like, it works both ways.
Yes. Because I do think there's a nature of being entitled.
Just wanted to mention something. As of 2020, stealthing is punishable as a form of sexual violence in some countries such as Germany and the UK. Purposefully damaging a condom before or during intercourse may also be referred to as stealthing.
So maybe it's like, I think you said the term rape is something that is just, it's a really heavy term, but they gave her sexual assault because they were like, I'm not sure if this is rape either.
But I think I read as well that with stealthing, it can be it can either be considered like rape or sexual assault or sexual violence. So I think it really just depends on maybe the facts of the case, other contexts.
Do you get seen as a predator if it's sexual? Of course you do. Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
If you go on the sexual
you go on the
offenders
register.
list, you go on the register
Yeah.
with everybody. It doesn't matter what you done.
Yeah.
I-
And it's
I-
sad, but
I don't take this left yet, but say
you
um,
always do. I never go left. I don't want to take it left, but then he takes a hold on tight, guys.
but say she got pregnant now.
That's mad.
Do you think by law he should be obliged to take care of that kid?
Of course, it's your sperm, innit?
Wow.
No.
It's not a sperm bank.
Wow.
No.
Oh no, sorry. I was thinking of that.
I did not know who.
Sorry, no.
I was like, that's not Esther.
Do you know what I was thinking of
Not
another
Kevin
scenario.
Samuels in the room.
Okay.
I was thinking of the other scenario. Sorry,
What's the other scenario?
I can't remember. I was thinking of something else. I was thinking that he took it. Like he was the one who took it off.
It's
her.
just unfair
no,
to the.
no.
But no. I think with that situation, no.
It's very unfair to the child.
No,
The child
it's unfair
now,
to the child, yeah.
The child now doesn't actually have a father unless he chooses to tap in.
To do that, yeah.
He's now
And I will let
judged
them know
as
that
a bad
your
person.
mum's a witch.
Yeah,
Like,
he's,
if she got pregnant, they should be able to go to a court ruling to judge that she can get a termination. Like, he should be able to like.
I don't know about that.
yeah, that's
No, he should be able to
That's a
stop
different
this.
level.
If no, because if
Wait,
they get,
wait,
if they
you
prove
hear
her-
of them?
That's a
if they
Bro,
prove her,
persuasion.
if they prove her
Let's
guilty
talk about it.
and what she's done wrong, he should be able to stop this. Like,
Yeah.
in like the law should say, okay,
That's a good point.
because then what
I
now?
think-
Because the baby's
Of course
here
you think so.
forever. You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
Yeah, but I think that he should just not be able to participate. I don't think he should say that. I don't think there should be a ruling about her body because if she had an abortion, for example, she could die.
I couldn't have a child that I know is out there, and I wouldn't want to be.
But that's
that
what
One
you're
second.
decent guy. A lot of guys
So
are
you
living
wanna-
free.
pierce holes in my condom, have sex with me, get pregnant, and then start talking about my body, my decision.
Have you not seen what was in? This is relevant right now.
What?
But you can't tell me because I did that to abort the baby. There's risks to abortions. What I did was mad, yes. I
This
think she
is-
could get jail time.
The fact that she's
But I
saying
think-
she's being dead serious as well, Of
course I'm being dead
No,
serious.
it's hypothetical, but what's the word I'm looking for?
I think
like,
what
how
it
can you
should
just say
be.
that so willy-nilly and believe that?
But I
That's
think,
mad.
No, but I think what it should be is that he doesn't have to get involved in child's life if he doesn't want to.
And
She can't do child support, anything like that. But I think to say that they should go to court to rule that she should have an abortion is a different
We had these
situation.
conversations about
Abortion
children.
is
What if he didn't want no
risky.
children? What if
And,
he's
and you don't have to be in the
he
child
might have
life,
something with him
No, but
hereditary or
abortion
something.
is
Like, what if he didn't want no?
risky. So what if she has an abortion and she dies?
Why is it always about? Why is it all about her? She's the one that done wrong in the first place.
Okay, yeah, but you're saying you go to court to get a ruling that she should have an abortion. So
Okay.
now she's dead.
That's the consequence of stealthing for you. 100%. That's the consequence of stealthing.
So the things that Esther's saying, I know you lot are hearing what she's saying, but Esther's saying,
Are they?
because sometimes I think you have to say it in two tones, innit? Because I'm actually in between. The reason why I haven't said too much because I'm actually trying to think about this as well. As she's saying, he doesn't have to participate.
No, but
The real life
sorry.
consequence of that, him not participating, is there's still going to be people that are going to think of him as dead baby father. What if he just
Yeah.
doesn't want a kid in the world? These are
Yeah.
all considerations. But think about what we're asking her to do to stop a life. A bit. It's gonna, because we spoke about this the other day.
Yeah.
We're like, some people see that as murder, right? So
Yeah.
a whole life is now going to be murdered. Yeah, something has been taken out of his hands. It's unfair. 100%.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I don't know if the balance. But I also feel like it's unfair for him to now have this legacy that he didn't sign up for.
Firstly,
And I'll be honest with you, I would do a YouTube video every
And
week
it's not about
to
the
say
woman.
that I am not the father by
But
choice.
by the way, it's
We
not,
are
it's-
down bad, Women move
Yeah,
like it's
100%.
used lot. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's us. It's men. We're down bad.
What do you mean down bad?
not
We just
saying-
can't do like.
You
nothing,
can't
like,
control.
because
No, but-
even now,
but
though,
I'm not saying that
the
what she
woman's done
did
wrong,
is
and even now,
good.
the onus is all about. Obviously, look, women.
It's
we
only
want
because
to
of what
protect
it
you.
means
You
for
need
her
to protect
body.
it. Don't
I
get me
just
wrong,
think-
but
yeah.
we like. There's no one that's like.
The
no one
consequence of
cares,
stealth.
man.
I just think
No,
no,
the
no one
consequence-
cares.
so the
No one
consequence-
cares
So you
about
lot are
us,
happy.
man.
You lot know we care about you a lot. Stop it. Like there's before this era, it was all about you. So I think you should take a seat with that. That's not fair. Like we care about black men. Like that's how,
Don't do
that's
that.
why we're so
You're
annoyed.
just saying men, though, isn't it?
Oh yeah, and
No,
then,
no.
and the white
Yeah,
one,
but-
and the Asian one, and everybody, we love you all.
It's PTSD.
Do you know what I mean? Do you see me tapping to
It's
my mother's-
PTSD.
do you see me tapping to my grandparents' pain? I was like, we love you. No, but I feel like personally, the reason why, because you said that the consequence of stealthing, if she does that, would be death. Isn't that
That's deep.
Isn't
man.
that a really heavy consequence for a very? Isn't that
for
heavy?
a foolish act?
Like, isn't that a heavy consequence? That's like
the consequence.
Would it be
trying
fair
to
to
jump
give
from
her?
this building to that building?
Would it be fair to give her? Let's say she went to the courts, whatever, and they gave her 100 years. You lot would be like, that's a bit steep. Like, even though she fucked up, you would be like, that's a bit steep. Her dying, her going through like a life-threatening procedure is great. Like, do you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. I'm not easily a yes like Esther.
Yeah.
Like, as in, I feel like, ooh, that's a bit fucked.
I think it should definitely.
But to
go
stop
court.
the life,
She should just go to jail.
Huh?
Exactly. I
She
think
should go to
Who's
jail.
gonna
I think
look
she's
after
going to-
that mum.
No, that child
I
should
can't
be
like to
taken
give
from
the
her.
child up for adoption.
It should be
she
taken from her.
shouldn't be able to enjoy
Give
the
child a
child.
whole
Yeah.
100%.
100%.
Family.
So
You've
how long
stolen that.
I feel
You
like
should be in
punish
jail.
everybody, but not the
So
child.
you don't think that would be fair? Because obviously it's not. It doesn't.
It would be fair for
It's
her to go to jail.
It's
It's
not in
never
real
fair
life.
to-
It wouldn't be fair for him to say, like I'd be upset. I'd be really upset. And
Yeah.
I think everybody's making all these decisions about my life. You don't need to make a good decision. I should be able to I should be able to say I should be able to say I don't want this.
Yes.
Like what the
Yeah.
fuck are we
And you
doing
can-
here?
you
Now? I
can
don't
say
want
that,
this.
and you can say that, and you get to not participate. You get to
No,
like.
same,
no,
boy. It's not the
it's not the
same.
same. You
It's
might
not
be,
the
you might
same.
be taking away my first child from me. There's
Exactly.
all these things. I
Yeah.
don't want this. We've agreed that what she's done is wrong and it's
hear it.
illegal. Now let's fix this. I do not want this.
Okay, so if,
What about me?
can I give you?
Okay,
Exactly.
Glee,
about me?
Glee Club. You don't have to sing the sentences. Damn.
I think, okay, so is this not punishment? Okay, can I give you a suggestion? So he doesn't have to participate. He doesn't legally have to recognize the child. He doesn't have to give any money to the child, which is often a big thing for men. He doesn't have to do any of that. She goes to prison. She doesn't get to keep the child. The
Yeah.
child gets to go to a good home.
Yeah.
What about that? Because the child should.
Wait.
I don't know.
Okay,
if
so
the child
even though you've, I can go and do what I want and I'm cool. Yeah, this child, my seed. Yeah, you're gonna make grow up in the care system. Like.
No,
Do you
I
know
Not
what I
said
mean?
he goes to
being funny, but you wanted to kill the seed a second
You
ago.
wanted to kill it. You wanted to kill
You
it
wanted to kill-
yesterday.
you wanted to kill
now
the
you
seed
don't
a
want it to
second
have
ago.
It's not
a.
his problem if he's not here.
Mm.
What do you mean? It's not his
It
problem
is.
if he's
You
not
took
here.
away- you took
No,
away
you can
his,
do that
like-
wanting to kill him. No,
We
that don't make no
literally
sense.
spoke
If he's
about
not here, there's no
we
problem.
literally spoke about baby
If he's
feet.
here,
We literally
he's gonna
spoke
live
about
and
baby
go through
feet.
things.
Yeah.
So I'm not allowed to care about that. If he's not
Yeah.
here, there's no problem.
Mhm.
What are you talking about? You can't compare the two.
But you took away a life from him. You took away her. You took away their whole life. They could have been anything. You took that away from them. Like that. You think that's. No, I'm asking you a question.
You said the game is a game.
No, here's the thing, Miles. I'm not even on any side. I think this is a mad interesting question. But you think taking away their life is a less. It seems like you're talking about your convenience.
Not,
then.
not necessarily. And not even.
No, as in, he's saying
not
I'd
necessarily.
rather.
'Cause
He's
obviously
saying I'd
remember, it's
rather
all
not
hypotheticals,
have
yeah?
something in the world that is annoying, like that's like a
It's not
buzzing.
annoying.
No, remember,
not
look,
annoying,
it's
but-
all hypothetical, yeah. And I'm just broaching the question. I'm just saying, I just
It's
think,
hypothetical.
it's
We love
definitely
hypothetical.
hypothetical, yeah.
Hypothetical.
It's a hypothetical, yeah. I just think that option should be available because I just think it's not fair, isn't it?
Yeah.
And everything
I think
just goes back to the woman. You just want to protect, but you're
Yeah.
not thinking about the man.
I'll be
It's not
honest,
about protecting
it's not about
okay.
protecting a woman though. I just think that
I'm
I think
more
it's a
thinking about
mad
the
crime
child.
to do, but I just think that tending to get an abortion, what an abortion is, I just think it's a bit deep.
And what she done is not deep.
I
It
did
is
say
deep.
that
She said
was
it's deep.
babes. Are you
So do you
hear me?
think
That's
it's-
the first thing I said. That what she did was mad.
And then you said, but
sir.
everything before the but
Yeah, I think
bullshit.
what she
People
did-
need to understand. You see when you think with sellers, everything before the but is bullshit.
Watch when we use this back on him.
No,
What?
And I will. Oh, I will.
They set you
I
up.
will.
They
I'm
set you
making-
up what
I'm
they're gonna
making
say.
notes.
They
Yeah.
butter you up, and then they say but,
But.
and then they tell you what they think. Everything before the but's crap.
But is short for butter. That's why. That's just how it
fine.
is. But the bottom line, we all use it, and you know how she means it. As in, I think there's a lot of emotional, like the way you're taking this.
These are always. I just like. Okay, sorry.
No,
I'm gonna
no,
stop.
no,
I'm gonna
Not
stop.
always
No.
do it.
Oh, he's so.
He said we always do this.
Gaslighting,
Wow.
Okay. sorry.
My thing is, I don't have a problem with you being passionate. I'm saying what we're doing right now. What she's saying is that there's a crime, but we're in risk of doing a bigger crime, as in taking a
Bruh.
child's entire life. If that's how you see the child, taking the
And
life
possibly
of
the
a child,
mothers.
and then also the mother. People will be like, "But abortions aren't good." Some people might be like, "But it's not going to lead to her dying." Realistically, but I just feel like the punishment should always match the crime.
Yeah.
And I feel like if I said, if they were to say, I'm going to give you 100 years in prison, which is what, like, maybe death, basically, 100 years in prison, you lot will be like, oh, that's a bit steep for stealthing or shelfing.
Stealthing.
Not a shelf.
The pussy stealing like that, yeah?
Yeah.
But I'm saying that's what we're potentially...
If you get defrauded, someone takes something off you, fraud or whatever, and you can find the culprit and you can bring it to the courts, yeah,
Mhm.
and then the judge rules in your favor.
Mm.
The judge will make this person pay you back.
Yeah.
In
Mhm.
some way, shape, or form.
Match for match, yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? So there's.
So he's saying, I want my sperm back.
I'm saying like we need to make the judge needs to, if the judge rules in my favor, the judge needs to rule this person to appease me.
Yeah.
It's
You
not...
get what I'm trying to say?
it's
Well,
not
if the
easy.
judge says that you stole from this person, and so now you're gonna be in jail forever, or that's it.
Okay,
That
can I
now
ask-
the
can I
crime
ask you
is
this?
not matching the punishment.
And that's the thing.
Okay.
I do
Like-
think it's a great argument, but...
Obviously, it's not a real situation, but Esther, right? How long do you think?
You people would have to call my name before you give
Sorry,
me a
sorry,
scenario.
sorry.
Damn.
But how long do you think a woman who does that should get? I know
I
I'm
think
trying to
that
put you on
she
the spot.
should get. I think she should get the same amount of time if it was a guy that did it to her.
Mm.
Because I do think that in the justice system at the moment, when it comes to women and doing these things, I don't think they get
Inconsistency.
the punishment is as harsh as what men get.
Which is
So I
rooted
really
in
believe
patriarchy,
that.
but
But I really believe that she should get whatever it would have been if the man had raped her.
What's that like? What, 5 years or something?
I would have assumed 4 point something. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so basically,
Because she could end up walking away with 6 months.
let's say she's like 38, right? Struggled to get pregnant, as in find a man and whatnot. And she thought, you know what? This might be worth it, you know? 4
Nah,
years,
she-
depend, come out, and I've got a kid.
So you feel like she
Does
would have
that-
got away
No, but
with it.
I also-
100%. It's
No,
an
but I
incentive.
also think that the
I don't
child should be
think
taken
4
away
years
from
in
her. I don't
prison
think
is
she should have
light.
the child.
You don't think it's light?
I don't think 4 years in prison is the way you're making it sound as
No,
if
but it's
she had
nothing
a
compared
million.
to
No, but-
somebody who
no-
wants a child.
No, but I
or
don't
have
think-
a child for the rest
If
of
the
their
juice,
life.
no, but
the juice
you
is
know,
worth the squeeze, isn't it?
No,
I'll take
no.
it.
But what I'm saying is, I don't think
Okay.
she should keep the child either.
Yes.
I think the child should be placed in a loving home,
Yeah.
in a different family. And
In fact,
and
they should really
and
look
she-
for a loving
and she should
home.
have no contact.
So
with the
now,
child
I just
ever.
want to say, so obviously
So
you're
you
telling
spend
me
5 years in...
this is
We
it's
are
walk.
awful.
So now
We're
I'm
awful
saying
punishing the woman.
But I know, but look, so now I'm being told I didn't care because I wanted to get an abortion, yeah. But now you're telling me she can't have the child. So now my child, I have to let my child be in
No, but
the
you're
care
no,
system.
but no, because
understand
you
why-
don't want the child.
Yeah, but
you-
so
no, but-
I need to.
No, but you- no, but wait,
You saw the child dead, didn't
No,
it?
wait a minute. No, wait a minute. You don't want the child, but now you got peace of mind knowing that child is in a loving home.
You don't
that
know
child.
that it's
No,
loving
No, but
home.
that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that the system should place the child in a loving home.
Yeah, but the
That child
system's
should be
full.
because there's a lot of people that want to adopt kids. So
System's flawed.
she should get pregnant and then find a family that is suitable, and they give that child to. So she doesn't have the baby. You don't have to worry about the child,
Yeah.
but you've got peace knowing that child is
And
with
closed records
is
as
with
well.
and closed records and is with a loving family and not with the psycho. Because I
We
think
just-
any woman that does that,
We don't
I think
think
any
the
woman
child
that
should be punished.
I think any
just
woman
don't
that
think the child
does
should be
that is a
punished.
psycho. And I don't think that you should get rewarded with a child because,
Yeah.
mate, we don't even know that's the beginning of your psychotic.
Psychosis, isn't it? You're
Yeah.
Do you
psychosis.
get me? So yeah, I think she should go to jail for however long she needs to go to jail. But I think that she should not get the child. So it's a lose for her because now you've spent years where you could have actually been finding men who want to impregnate you in jail. You've lost
And it's
out
not
on more
hard
time.
to find. Like you could have gone to
You could have gone to sperm bank.
bro.
But and then
So
also
she's
now
very
you've lost
tapped.
the child that you got via fraud.
Yeah, and I really believe the woman should be absolutely punished. I think where we're hesitant is the child being punished.
To me-
and I think taking away a child's entire life.
This one is never that fun.
A lot of people don't see a child as a child at that stage as well. So I think it
Yeah,
comes
there
down
you
to your
go.
sensibilities.
Yeah.
But I do want to say something that's really relevant and it's not in here. A guy has recently gone to court to get a widow has gone to court. He's a man to get his wife's egg so that he can get his sperm and use a
Wow.
surrogate.
Yeah.
And that's quite new because we've seen it the
That's
other way
interesting,
around.
actually.
So I mean, I'm just like, yo, they are like real life. That things are changing. Things are changing in so many ways. But there's more things that we need to talk about, guys. So we're gonna have to close this up and go into the next segment. That was a great conversation.
That was a good conversation.
That was a great conversation. But we've got more conversation. I'm ready.
Let's get into it.
I'm ready.
So one of my favorite white guys.
I feel like you need to introduce the segment.
Oh, sorry. This is Word on Road. When you hear me talk, actually, I talk all the time. But yeah, this is Word on Road. This things that's happening in the streets. And one of my favorite white guys. I just hate you had to be him. Aitch.
What did he do?
I thought he was
do?
going to say Jack Harlow.
No.
I don't know why. When you said one of my favorite
I can't
white
even
guys, I
lie-
thought
I
you
can't
just said
even-
Jack Harlow.
I don't even know what Jack Harlow looks like. I don't.
Swear to God.
I promise I really don't.
I
don't really
know
pay
what he
attention
looks
to
like.
He's like the
white
white.
guys.
He's like the flavor of the month. He's like the new
Is
white
it?
boy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you think there's one of those every
He's like-
month?
Not every month, but every so often. Like, he's proper one.
Oh,
Like, he's-
really?
Yeah,
Him,
he's token.
him,
He's like white
H,
chocolate.
Central C. I didn't realize how big
You know,
Central is.
I don't even know who Jack Harlow is.
He's good though. That's the
Oh,
thing.
is it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
is
thought
it?
he
Oh, I
was just
think-
like. I heard him on that tune with Lil Wayne. That's the first one that was popping. Brand new whip just hopped in, and I was thinking, why is Lil Wayne even on the tune? Who is this done? But
Okay.
he fucked the song up and it was dope. But then
He's
I
been
keep
consistent.
hearing
Okay.
bare good songs that he's
Oh,
on.
he was when you were talking about the other day. Okay.
And
I'm
I'm
We
like,
should
I
have
I'm
a,
like, oh,
we should have a
this guy's good.
rave.
thought you were going to say music. I was going
No,
to
we
say
should have a rave though.
TDA
So,
rave, yeah.
anyway, sorry, Esther.
But yes, so H basically he's currently in Canada, and the vehicle he was in got stopped by the police, and they were questioning the driver or whatever it was, and he was recording it, and then he made a very insensitive comment, and so he was with his black friend, and he was like, "Oh, we've been stopped by police, blah blah," and then he was turned the camera over to his black friend and said, "You're about to get shot." I knew you were gonna laugh, and I hate that.
But,
You're gonna laugh.
but I can imagine that's how they joke in their group, innit?
Yeah, but it's a bit insensitive, darling.
I know, but you're with your friend.
I don't think it's insensitive. I think it's stupid because he's got such a big platform, and for him to post.
No,
that.
but his friend.
But then again, he is young, so maybe he just wasn't thinking at the time.
he definitely wasn't thinking, but I think
But isn't that a reflection
just-
on the police, not on his friend?
no, I think it's a reflection of it's a reflection of a few things.
Okay, give it to
Because
us,
his
sister.
friend looked uncomfortable, first of all. Like,
Oh,
when
dang.
the police stops you,
Oh, he was scared.
as a black man, you're a bit nervous.
Okay,
So you know,
that
like
was
when you're laughing, but your man is laughing, you're thinking, H is safe, I'm not, really. Then H then pans the camera over to you and is telling you, boy, you might get out of here. Like, you might be gone.
sorry, that's funny. They're
You
friends,
might get out
bro.
of here. So the conversation that was going on was whether H is a bit too comfortable with, you know.
Of course he is. We've embraced him with open arms. He was in Nigeria shaking leg with...
But it's not about we or us embracing
Yeah,
him. It's
that's
about his
their
real
joy.
life. Forget
Yeah,
whether
I
about if
guess.
he's comfortable. What's his real life? How many black friends has he got? Who's he around? Because if he's really around black people and grew up with black people and that's his bridges that he lives with and he knows and that's his life. What do you mean? Is he too comfortable? He's comfortable. That's his.
Yeah, but I feel
people.
like but I think there's you can be too comfortable.
There's also a
How?
privilege
Too
there.
comfortable with your friend?
No, like white people. Okay,
He didn't make a racist joke. They've been shooting black people from the beginning of the time. All they do is kill
Yeah,
black
but
people
I can't
over
lie
there.
to you.
Yeah.
though.
Man said Adam and Eve were running.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? So what
They
he
were
said,
black.
what he said was like, I mean,
I think it's a very insensitive comment.
Mark's
contract.
Just honestly, just accept that we're here.
He's not going to. It's been 3 weeks. He's not going to.
It's so passive aggressive.
It's like a little subtle
like,
reminder.
Brent, can
Like,
you hear this?
he's like, you bitches need to be on time. That's what it is.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. I think it was a bit insensitive.
I think it was insensitive, but I think some jokes. The reason why is because I'm tired of that. I think being hypocrite gets tiring on your back eventually. And
Yeah.
it's like in your friendship groups, there's gonna be like, for instance, when you made the comment about Kevin Samuels, the friend that you're talking to, but he's not gonna think that you want people dead every
Oh,
day.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean? So
yeah.
it's like, me personally, I'll make this very, very clear. Inappropriate jokes are like very common in my friendship circles and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Maybe not the certain type of ones that we see popping and flying, but
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So I feel like everybody, if we were all held glass and stone, was it
That's the
stones
thing.
and glass
Stones and
houses?
glass.
But personally, I think I can imagine the friend actually being scared because if they were in America, was it in America?
Canada.
Which is America's cousin. So if they were in like
Screaming.
in an area like that,
Yeah,
I
he
can
did.
imagine-
He did look a bit.
Yeah, I
nervous.
can imagine his friend is actually scared.
I just think he's stupid.
Sometimes you're just stupid.
You're just-
Yeah,
you're
he's just stupid.
You're just stupid.
I
you're
think
stupid.
you watch it.
Millie
You watch
done out
it.
here.
You watch it play out in real life, like a fly on the wall. There's nothing wrong with that. If they,
Yeah.
even if you just said it to him, whatever, it's you're who you are, who you are,
Yeah.
and you put it out for the world to see.
Yeah.
And then now, because you've put it out for the world to see, you're open for people's opinions, and there's
Yeah.
people that's gonna feel like that. So that's what's gonna happen. There's gonna be people that are like me think it's nothing. There's gonna be people that think it was wrong,
Yeah.
and you've opened up yourself for everybody's
Yeah.
opinions.
Wow, that's
So-
a lot of pressure.
So you're
you know?
stupid for putting it out
Yeah.
there, and that's all it really is. I don't have nothing wrong with that.
I feel like sometimes people just shouldn't record things. Because if he didn't record it, wouldn't have known about
But
that.
if he didn't record it, he wouldn't have caught the joke. Do you get what I'm trying to say? He would have
I said
missed.
it would have wasted content.
Yeah, he would have missed the moment. He would have missed the moment.
These damn podcasters.
Boy,
Everything's
that's why they
content for
keep
them.
saying defund the males, but you know,
Say
what's-
defund the mail.
deplatform.
Deplatform the
Defund,
No, people
deplatform.
take their clothes and
Take
their
their- take their money, take everything.
Defund the mail.
No, Brent, I need
What?
you to
Male
write this down.
podcasting.
Brent, I need you to write this down. All of these are going on shirts. I'm telling you right now, that one's selling out. We are
Defund the mails.
Defund the males.
Fucking hell.
That's the name of the episode. Defund the males.
That's mental.
She said it by accident. That was a joke. It was
She needs to
insensitive.
keep that. That works.
Was it a joke?
That wasn't a joke.
Was it a joke? LOL. But okay, so also ASAP Rocky and Rihanna are now back in the news again. Obviously, you know they had the whole alleged cheating scandal.
They didn't even care about that. That was our news. They didn't even care
They
about
weren't
that.
checking for it. But he's got a new song now, and in the video, they're basically like getting married in the video. So there's a lot of speculation on whether they're actually married, but I think they're
prenup is
engaged.
nasty. That prenup, nasty.
It's mad.
Nasty.
It's mad.
It's got
But-
chains all over it.
Mate,
Nasty.
listen,
My billionaire
they've got to have the
status.
best lawyers in forever.
forever.
I think she needs the best lawyer more than he does.
Of course. I think that's that's what I mean by prenup. I think she's
Yeah.
gonna have to sign. Yeah.
But yeah, basically, so people were
Make
talking
him
about whether they're actually married but I think they're engaged,
I honestly
which is
don't care.
cute.
I'm really happy. I think he bagged a good one.
Yeah.
He's a baddie.
Yeah,
They're
but like
good.
I just wanted her to be the billionaire. Was it
I
billionaire?
know, but we
millionaire?
can't put. This is what I'm saying. You date who you want. You get what you want. Get what
True.
you want.
Yeah.
And she wanted
That
a
is true.
saucy
That is true.
fashionista. They probably get along really well. Have a good relationship.
That
That
is very
baby's gonna
true.
be stunning. Do we know the gender?
No, not yet.
And plus, he's a millionaire, though, multi-millionaire.
Yeah, like they're not
Yeah.
gonna.
They're
They
the same
can
type
split
of-
the bill. They're gonna be okay.
Nah, they're not the
Yeah.
same. He's not Rihanna's
Billionaire
boyfriend.
and
She's a
millionaire.
billionaire.
What can she buy that he can't buy?
A lot of things.
A lot of
Apart
things.
from, like,
Him.
you know,
Talking about him, exactly.
She can buy his
She can buy him,
his
yeah.
discography.
She
and
want me
his-
by Barbados.
Okay.
The thing is that, but let's be real, at those levels, it becomes less, you know, it's like, can you
exactly,
vibe? Do you know what I mean? At those levels, it's slightly different. So I'm sure,
I was just going to say, I don't take it left,
It always goes like that. You should be
That's your
E-man
line.
taking it left. You should
We
be
need to have a economist standpoint jar and a left jar.
at a left jar. I think you should be E-man taking things left.
Nah, all I was going to say
Jam-packed
is,
melanin.
I don't want to take it there. That's like no offense, isn't it?
There's no offense, but here's offense.
all
Go
I
on.
was going to say is, right, God forbid
Mhm.
they get married and they split up. We don't
Mhm.
want that at all.
Yeah.
But if they did,
Mhm.
would you lot be okay with her giving him alimony?
He wouldn't want that. He's a good man. He wouldn't.
No. Let's just say
Some men have no shame.
He has the
That's
right
one
to.
thing I've learned.
Why does he have the right to?
Yeah.
Why did they?
Because they're married, isn't it?
Yeah, he should get half.
Of what?
Yeah.
what?
Are
Everything.
you lot okay with that?
Do you understand where that comes from? That half thing, right?
Doesn't matter where it comes from.
Do you know where
It
it comes
does.
from?
No.
It
Yeah,
comes
today.
from the
Context
fact that at
matters.
one point women weren't
When
allowed
working,
to work. And
exactly. Like, how are we missing?
To miss out context? Oh, you lot.
I said
hate
to get
a bit of
half.
context
Half of
there.
what? What did you
fucking
do? I didn't see you.
context.
It's not
Contributed to
because
the
they're not
Fancy
allowed to work.
Foundations.
It's because they
At one
say
point, they
that the
weren't
bin
allowed to
is
work.
no, it's
They
not-
don't
it's
earn
not
as
'cause they
much
weren't allowed
pound
to
for
work.
pound an hour for hour.
It's because they say that them contributing to the household is part. If you
And that as
if
well.
you run a
And-
business, you run a business.
He's
yeah?
busy at
I
wireless.
looked
He's not
after the
taking care of the kids.
I looked after the house.
Fast him
I
on
looked
wireless
after
one more
I
time.
enabled you
Exactly.
to flourish
Exactly.
and build that business.
Yes.
Two business. While you built the business,
Yes.
I built the home
Yes.
and thing the family.
And he won't be doing
Yeah,
that.
but
He's going to
You
be at
wouldn't be able to do this
wireless.
without
Yeah,
me,
but
and I
ASAP
want
has had
something.
no
Exactly.
contributions to Fenty Beauty.
And he is not, first of all, and secondly, he is not staying at home with the kids. He's at wireless.
He's doing other
okay.
things that contribute
At
to her
wireless.
success.
What is the contribution? What's he doing that's
I
contributing
dare
to
you to say that
success?
again. What's he doing?
He's doing other
I
things.
dare you to say that again.
What's he
What
done?
did ASAP Rocky do
Dude,
to contribute to
to
Fenty
Fenty
Beauty?
Beauty.
Tell
What?
me again. E-man strike two. Strike two.
You lot should have the same energy for women that say, I give this man emotional support.
You think that he gives her
But
emotional
He's giving her
support?
emotional support.
Okay.
Oh, he must be
Pregnant
giving her.
too.
He's definitely giving her emotional support.
Thank
And
you.
she's pregnant.
Thank you.
500
And you can't put a
million for
price on
emotional
emotional
support.
You can't put a price.
You
on
can't
emotional
put a
support.
price
Can
on
I say, you know, the Amazon dude,
Yes.
Jeff
Jeff
Bezos.
Bezos,
You know
yeah.
when he split? Do you know why he gave? Because he knew she was there in the trenches. He
Literally.
wasn't there doing testers.
Yeah.
I've never seen him do a tester. He wasn't doing that. Like, let's it's this what I'm saying. It's so tit for tat for men.
So, but I can't believe Emman
Wait,
said
tit for tat.
he contributed
It's
to
very tit for
success.
tat. Your arguments are very well. You guys get away with this. I'm
gonna get away with
that.
it.
No,
Yeah, like,
because I
it's
want
not-
it.
no.
No, but you,
no.
like,
It's
everybody
stinky.
we've been
It's
talking about
stinky.
equality for
Yeah.
decades
Old
now.
men love that one.
It's just
No,
for
we've
you
been
to
talking about it
see
for
things
decades
from
now. So
another
then you want to
angle.
pick and choose where we're
Men
going to
love
be
that
equal.
one.
Oh, they love that one.
They
When you
love
want to
that
pick and
one. They
choose.
love that one.
Oh, go away, man. Go away.
Defend the men. Defund the men.
Defund the men.
Imagine.
I meant what I said. I said what I said.
With equality and all of that, I think a lot. First of all, I believe in you being able to define the power dynamics in your personal relationship. But I do think you should have the choice to. And that's what equality is for me. I think women should have the choice to do. And they should get... When I'm doing the same thing as you, I absolutely should receive the same rewards and benefits. I don't even understand why any man would have a problem with that, personally. Yeah. So that's my first thing. This equality thing, I think, is very much in the nature of the tit for tat conversation men like to have. Like, you guys have been getting away with this. Guys, you're forgetting entire context. You're forgetting why we wanted equality. You guys would never have wanted to be a woman 50 years ago, 100 years ago. You guys would never have wanted that. So why is this a conversation? This equality thing. Like, we want it. And when we have the equality, we can then decide how we want it to play out.
Wow.
I love the silence.
want the
Silence
right.
is deafening.
Let it be deafening.
I love it.
I personally want the right. I want to get paid for the same amount. If I'm doing the same
Yes,
amount as
I
work with
agree
you
with
and
you.
all of that, I want to get paid for
And you
that.
should.
And every area of life, I think
Yes.
it's mad because I didn't even realize that was a point of
It's
contention.
crazy. Yeah, for real.
Cool. Now that I have that in my relationship with my partner, what I didn't have before was the choice to define, to have a say in how this would go. My equality allows me that. It now allows me to say, do you know what, babe? I want you to run. I want you to lead. I want us to be equal.
Yeah.
That wasn't a conversation before. And I feel like equality allows women to have a right, a say in how their lives go forward.
Okay,
so I
cool.
don't understand what your point when you're saying we all want equality. Yeah, you're just stating the obvious. How does that
because
lend into...
You're saying like you're saying there's tit for tat arguments. You're saying men will always want to compare women and
With
But I'm
no
saying,
context, yeah.
No, because I'm saying the fight for equality has been this is it. This is parity that we're giving you now. It's not tit for tat. It was saying if it's good enough for you, it's good enough for us.
Yeah,
You-
but so you're saying that if Rihanna, I don't know, I was speaking divorce in their life, but if Rihanna and ASAP
no,
Rocky
because he's saying
get
there's
divorced,
there's loads of women that get paid money because of emotional support. Get me?
I'll be honest
And
with you as
now
well,
we're
yeah.
telling you a man should be due his
yes, if
deserves for his emotional support.
a guy
And you're telling us
provides,
no.
Yeah, but
if a guy
if he
provided,
was
let's say
providing-
ASAP Rocky and Rihanna, if a guy, a
Yeah.
regular E-man person, yeah, was supporting his wife emotionally, and that means legally, that means he's meant to get a certain amount, get it. That's fine.
But why is it different for ASAP and Rihanna?
Because they haven't even.
Because
You're
he's
trying
not
to say that he's contributed to her empire. Like even in divorce, with divorce, I swear it's whatever you lot have done whilst you're together, or is it just everything you've done from the
It
beginning?
is
of your
because
life?
even do you know when Mary J. Blige got divorced?
Yeah.
The man was getting what's it,
Alimony.
spousal support.
Exactly. And
Shameless man, very shameless man,
Why?
very
Why?
shameless
Exactly.
man.
Why?
She's
Because
allowed
he
to look down on
cheated.
it. Because you don't look down on women that get
Exactly,
you don't look
but-
down on women that get money out of a
No,
divorce. That you
no,
don't.
no,
You man, oh
no.
yes you
How?
do. That's
No.
why you you don't want to get
No.
married or
No,
something.
no.
No,
I
I
That's
tell
why
you
you
what the
want
problem
prenups.
is. They tear the arse out of it. It's not about getting money. It's
They
about
do what?
They
they
tear the
tear
arse.
the arse out of it. I'm telling you, they go too far.
Okay,
yeah? It's
why?
not about getting money, yeah, because that the basis of it and the grounds of it are reasonable
Yeah.
to a certain extent, especially if you come from a relationship with money and you've got kids. These people need to maintain their lifestyles and the basis of it is sensible.
Mhm.
It's the
Yeah,
like
when
you
you just
ask,
take him, just
it's
take
just it's too much. You don't need 500 million pounds. Like you don't need it.
Who are you to tell anyone?
Okay,
That's
see,
it.
fine, but you
No,
don't.
no, okay, go ahead.
Like you could have got the job done with 100.
Yeah.
With 100.
But isn't that your
But you are
knowledge
going
job?
for you're going for blood.
Isn't that
You're
your
going for blood, trying to take everything.
But you're acting like a
Yeah.
divorce is a happy thing. Now they're enemies, so of course
Exactly,
it's going to be an
they're not
element
gonna do it
of
with love.
spitefulness.
Yeah, but it
I'm not
doesn't
saying that's
make it
okay.
right.
But I just
Exactly. And this is why man. This is
I'm
why man.
literally saying
Man
that's-
them
it's
just
not
keep
okay.
moving how you're moving, and
Oh,
yeah.
whatever.
Wow.
This is
whatever.
why. This is why we're.
This is what I'm saying.
This is why they're gonna be no peace, brothers. let's just-
That is
just
tit
be
for tat,
us.
by the
That
way.
is tit
That is
for
tit
tat.
for
Do
tat.
you?
That
Case,
is hate.
case
It's
in
cool,
point.
but this is why I do me.
Case in point,
This
babes.
is why I do me.
You do you, man.
Yeah, I do. I am
clearly.
boo boo.
All I'm
You made me sick. I said, I am boo boo.
Can I say we all know when people are taking the piss, right? Maybe there's a little less looking down
You're
on women
so
that take the piss,
Yeah.
but we're all aware of when that there's an element of taking the piss. But I also think there's an element of downplaying that whole contribution. Like back in the day, staying with the kids every single day whilst
That's
he
a
goes out-
job in
That's
itself.
a job in itself. What we're trying to say, it
We
seems
agree
like
with you, by the way.
yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
cool.
So what if anyone's taking a piss? Of course, we can look down on that person.
Cool. Yeah.
No, we never said that we couldn't.
Cool.
But you're saying how this all started.
Yeah.
You said if they break up, does he deserve half?
I didn't say
Oh,
half.
You
Said
I said-
alimony.
Yeah.
I said alimony. I don't really know what that means. Is
It's,
that,
it's still it's like spousal support. It's
Spousal
still
support.
payment from. It's still money from what she owns.
Because all
It
I'm
may be
saying
half,
is,
maybe 10%, 20%, but it's still money from
but even
what she
the
owns.
alimony, isn't that to maintain a lifestyle, right?
Yeah, typically,
Isn't
yeah.
it?
But
We
you already
literally had
have
a
the
conversation
lifestyle.
a second
Yeah.
ago saying that there's no
Then it's same
at that
level.
level. There's not really a massive. They still have to go to the same clubs
Yeah.
together, cover the same. Do you get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
Yeah.
she dated a billionaire. She chose to be with ASAP Rocky.
Yeah.
So that obviously doesn't play a massive factor into it. I don't know.
To her, yeah. But at the end of the day, right? To me,
So now she's a billionaire and he's not.
If she's a billionaire,
Yeah.
he's got 10 million.
Mhm.
It's a lot of millions that's missing, right?
Yeah.
And all I'm saying is, if he's been with her for 10 years, they raise kids, and they divorce, God forbid.
Yeah, then go off. Then yeah, let him get whatever he wants. My
Okay,
thing is,
cool. That's all I'm saying.
I'm glad you think that. I don't think that.
Me, no, me.
I'm glad you think that. I definitely don't think
and I
that.
just wanted to know why you don't think it.
I
But if
don't
it was
think
the
that.
other way around,
I don't think that.
you would.
If he's going to be the main, what's it called? What's the people that
taking
breadwinner.
care of
yeah, it's,
Breadwinner.
child. No,
taking
child.
care of the
The
kids.
man, what's the thing?
Why are we struggling?
Cleaning the house.
House
person.
house-
Where's the
house
English
husband.
catchphrase?
What's the opposite of a breadwinner?
Bread eater.
The eater.
If he's the main person that
I
takes care
thought
of
you were
the
gonna say bread eater.
children
Yeah.
and the homemaker, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Then I would understand that because
Isn't that what he
he's
said?
had to stand his career. No, he was asking why I don't agree that he should get money.
Yeah.
If they're both still working
Yeah.
and the
Oh,
kids is
yeah.
being raised the way they're being, and it's
Okay, I
all
just don't
joint
understand
effort,
Yeah.
I don't see why you're getting paid because we're divorced now. But if it is a thing where she's gone on with her career, he's had to pause his
Yes.
Yeah.
to make. He'd have
Okay,
to pause
cool.
his to take care of the home
Yeah.
while she does that. Then absolutely, you deserve everything that you
So-
deserve because the reason why she was able to go and further her career is because you
Because he
stayed
did
home
something to
and
contribute.
took care of the responsibility.
yeah,
So
I'm
if a
back on
man,
side.
has 100 million,
Yeah.
his wife makes 100K a year.
Yeah.
But he has 100 million.
Mhm.
9 to 5 though. Just
Mhm.
like she's got 9 to 5.
Yeah.
So he's there in the house and everything.
Yeah.
They split up.
Mhm.
Should she get money?
Not if she's had to stunt her career or anything like that to take care of the home. If it's all been equal efforts in terms of taking care of the
Yes.
home and all that kind of stuff, I don't think so. I don't
Okay,
think
cool.
that.
Okay,
I don't think
cool.
marriage is a payday. I don't think getting
It's
divorced
not
is a payday.
right.
Okay,
I mean, and I know
okay.
So
some
you don't
people see it as
automatically
that,
get
and that's
money.
the point of prenups and stuff.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But
I just
also,
wanted to know the perspective.
No, yeah, you
and
you
also,
try
all
to trick
this-
me, but I'm
No,
awake.
no, I just
you
want to
cannot
know.
trick me.
You
No,
cannot
but
trick
the
me.
thing is that the bottom line is this: all of this like spitefulness and that,
Yeah.
like the lawyers are the ones that push. Like, do you know what I mean? Of course, as
Yeah.
somebody who I'm now
They have
upset with you,
agendas.
they
Yeah.
have
Exactly.
agendas.
The
'cause
commission is
they
high.
get commission from this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So if they feel like they can somehow prove that her not staying at home was gonna. Do you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So these
Yeah.
are things that are not even rooted in fact. They're rooted in what can be perceived and what can be pushed out there.
Yeah.
And divorce is a very sad situation anyway.
Um,
People are pieces of shit.
Yeah, just to round off, sorry, that
Don't
Mary J.
listen to
Blige's
mums.
ex is shameless because he was a manager and he was getting paid the whole time, but he said because he made a career, he deserved to be getting spousal support, and so the judge somehow ruled in his favor.
And that's why, like, she literally will not get married again. Like, you can see it. Like,
she absolutely,
she's
and they
done
had
it.
no kids together either. So
And she doesn't want kids.
he
She
was
said
cheating the whole time and living life, but he said he had to maintain his lifestyle that he's used to because of being her manager. What a
Crazy.
shameless
But
person.
as her manager, he obviously facilitated a lot of her
And you got paid
deals
for
and-
his
Yeah, but you
job.
got paid for your job,
Yeah.
babes, and you enjoy the perks. But he's saying now that he was saying anyway that he's used to a certain lifestyle.
That's crazy.
So just they're divorced and he's not a manager anymore, but
women
he
say
needs
that
to
all the time.
maintain. And that's fair enough. But
so,
choose
Any
wisely.
Yeah.
Choose your
You know, we
husband
could go
wisely.
this back and forth. And the maddest thing, we started this off by saying we all love each other. It's mad.
No, we do love each other because I would still choose a black man every day.
Every
single day, every single time.
day.
Don't get it twisted.
Except for extenuating circumstances. But
Yeah, that's all from me.
all right, cool. And now, guys, we're gonna go left
For real.
to Emman.
all right, guys, welcome to Left News.
Yes,
Not left.
I love that.
I love it.
All right, so the first thing, probably the only thing I talk about, to be fair, is the local elections. I think we're still getting updates, but as of right
Shit.
now,
Don't
Yeah,
do
vote.
it. Don't do
Voting
it.
was yesterday, innit?
Can,
Yeah.
can you vote?
What?
No, it's a serious question. I thought if you have like I thought if you had a criminal part, like you might not be. I'm sorry, I don't know.
He just
It was a
identifies as a criminal.
question. Well, how can you be indignant when man said I'm from the streets and I have
He said he
views on
identified as a
murder?
criminal.
Yeah, and you said you identified as a criminal. Claim who you are.
Yeah,
then.
but this ain't America.
I didn't know that.
I will
how
say
am I meant to
though,
know?
I will say not you gaslighting him.
Ex-convicts can vote, okay?
Not you gaslighting the black king. I can say what you said.
I stayed in it. No, but I genuinely didn't mean to offend you.
No, I
thought,
can vote. I'm registered.
okay, that's good.
I voted out.
Great for your credit.
mm.
All right, let's keep going. So, man,
Yes.
left news.
So Boris Johnson and Tories.
Esther's thinking, what? We're just gonna ignore that.
let's just ignore it. Go on.
Yeah, Boris Johnson and Tories have
Sorry, now
suffered.
Brexit. We'll do it another day.
You people don't want
Sorry,
left news.
we want left
So
news.
really want left news. Let's
Alright.
take us all the way left, please.
Because we went left.
The
already,
right is
that's why.
uncomfortable over here.
All right, so Boris Johnson and Tories have suffered heavy losses at the local elections, and they've lost control of 3 authorities in the capital. Labour already had most of the control in London anyway, but for them to lose Wandsworth Council, Barnet, and another place, looks kind of peak for them.
Can I
Who
say
lost
though that?
Sorry? Conservatives?
Yeah,
Is it?
Yeah, can I just say TDA? I feel like we foreshadow a lot of things on the show.
Yeah,
Am I
we
the one
do.
to think?
We're
We
all
had this
prophets,
conversation
yeah.
yesterday. Can we
So
start
we're all
prophesying and win the
prophets.
lottery or something?
Mhm.
Can we?
Yeah, that's what we need to start saying some stuff.
Yeah, because we talked about this yesterday.
Mm.
Winning
And
the lottery.
Look at us.
Yes.
We should start buying tickets every week.
Pretty Patel's out next.
Brent.
Let's go.
Exactly. Yeah, so they lost Wandsworth, Westminster, and Barnet. They had
It was a big.
Wandsworth like since 1978.
Oh wow.
So obviously this kind of speaks volumes there.
People are sick of them.
So people are kind of saying, Boris, look in the mirror, man. He needs to go.
If he looks in the mirror, his hair would not be like that.
But some people are still saying, look, it's not that bad. Because even though that's London, the rest of the country now,
Yes.
like
No, but when you think
it-
they've
it
had
wasn't
that
too
though,
bad.
I feel like they would have thought that's a short. Like they wouldn't have worried about those places
That is true.
because we've
That
had
is
that
true.
since
Yeah.
the 70s.
But I guess some of them are saying, like, due to the whole Partygate scandal, it could have been a lot worse. And the fact that it wasn't means, you know what, Boris potentially could lead us, to the next election and still maintain
Mad.
power.
Is this still sure he
Because
wants
it's
to
not
move
like
the
Labour
election
did
forward?
well. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay,
Labour didn't really do particularly well. So Tories, yeah,
Okay.
they're okay.
they're getting y'all out of here.
Second thing is about the NHS. It has been reported that the NHS wastes £220 million every year on overpriced gas and electricity deals.
I just think if they don't like their employees, they should just say that because I feel like this is slapping them in the face every day.
Mhm.
That's
So
so
yeah,
rude.
man.
I think if they don't-
Apparently, so
I think also as like knowing people that have been waiting for stuff that apparently don't come under like
Yeah.
the fees and that this is just
Yeah.
really
It's a
sad.
slap in the
Like
face.
you know, one of those things that actually have like visual ramifications. So that's really
Yeah.
sad.
That's what happens under socialism, by the way. But yeah, NHS
Had to throw
could
that in.
have could have saved apparently 150 million on electricity bills,
That's mad.
68 million. This is a year, you know.
Who's there?
Every
Who's there
single
accounting?
year.
Like, who's there accounting?
First of all,
Corbyn. Sorry.
The NHS ain't sustainable, is it?
No.
How long do you reckon we got left?
I've never thought about this country without the NHS. That's scary.
Yeah.
I think we should all go private anyway.
yeah.
Yeah, lovely, but can everyone afford private?
Well, I'm middle class now. So. I have a cleaner. I
It's
have
the
a
reality.
dentist.
It's the reality.
I mean, I'm changing.
Man said keep up or get
Your
out.
annoying legs are even crossed. It's pissing me off.
No, but
I've actually had
honestly,
enough
yeah,
of you.
don't you lot
He's gonna have
think
that rich white man laugh next.
Don't you lot think that loads of people go to the GP for nothing? You know, it costs like £200 per session.
But
Is
who
it?
are you to say it's
£200?
nothing?
I will say though,
I never go.
when I go to the
results.
GP,
When they tell you to go home and drink, you know,
That's what the results say.
yeah, the results.
No,
Proofs in the pudding.
because you know, there's people on the other side of the spectrum that generally feel like things they just assume
It's
things
serious
are
to them.
nothing.
Oh, they must hate
I will-
hypochondriacs, innit?
Yeah.
Oh my
I
god.
will say that there's
I
some
went through a
people,
phase,
and I
I
feel
can't
bad
lie.
for them. It's like older people.
Yeah.
It's a day out for them,
Mm.
where it's like they want someone to kind of
Yeah,
talk to.
yeah.
I think we just create a helpline.
Yeah, for real. And we should have
and
to
do
pay
that.
for it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like, and to think, again, another stat. NHS were paying £3 something per unit for paracetamol. We pay like 50p in Tesco.
Yeah, but why don't people? But when I go to like, so sometimes when I've gone to the GP and I got the little slip thing and I go,
Yeah.
they literally tell me, do you know it'll be cheaper to just get it this
Yeah.
way? And I just pay. I guess because I pay anyway. So, but
Yeah.
for somebody who doesn't pay, they rather just someone
Because they've
else
got,
pay
that way,
£3.
yeah, they've got fixed prices for everything now.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So no
It
matter
feels
what
like a
is-
dem problem. I feel like for me, if this country lost the NHS, we would literally just be an island. Like there would be nothing that I don't understand what is great about us anymore.
I used
Like,
to think that too, but the inefficiency of this NHS.
then run
just
it better,
isn't great.
but I don't think you should get rid of it.
If it's privatized, it would be better.
If they use just 100 million of that money they're wasting,
Mm.
they can make a big difference.
If you
to
look
how
at the
things
way,
are being
like-
run.
Yeah,
But who's running this stuff? Like, there's always complaints about it, even though there's a love for it.
it's
Boris and
the
them.
government.
So they're the ones that are not counting. Their accountants are this.
Yeah.
I think it's all
Yeah.
inside jobs. There's
But it's
something
not
going on.
it's not a Boris thing or conservative thing.
It's just
It's just
a
a
poorly
government
run.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just a
You
poorly
know what I'm
run.
saying? Like, there's too much government intervention.
Okay.
Yeah, like it should just be privatized.
Well, let's keep going left. What else?
Yeah, that's it for today. You know,
I want to say about it, Just Eat.
Yeah. Why do you keep tempting us with this information?
It's a little teaser.
Only because of time, and it's not that important. But pretty much,
Just
Eat,
don't speak for me. You don't know where I order my food from.
Just Eat, maybe on the ropes, man.
To fair, that stupid delivery charge they do.
Just
don't
Eat
know.
is these
I
are
don't
in
do
the
delivery.
mud. You use Just Eat.
I don't know.
First of all, the other day you claimed I was eating loose apples and I didn't like that. People was all in the comments laughing too hard, and I was like, I'll block every single person that's laughing right now. So don't put that out there. Don't look at me. Look away or Emman. Okay.
None of us eat loose apples.
Leave it to our hair.
Even the term loose apples is just funny. It's like, what, you eat loose apples?
People were laughing too hard in the comments. I was thinking, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm about to block it.
But yeah.
pretty much. Couple of scandals with some of the
Oh, is it?
board members, and the stocks pretty much just dropped. Yeah,
Bro,
Nice.
it was about 10 years ago, yeah. They
Mm.
put them on Panamera,
Panoramic.
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 Panamera, yeah? BBC.
Don't even sound right.
Panorama.
Paralegal.
Panama.
Panorama.
That's
Panorama.
Panorama. They put Just Eat on Panorama. All them joints on Just Eat, yeah, they're not real places. So like the restaurants here, they say they just deliver. You can't go in and order. So you phone, you say, no, I want to come collect my food. They say no. You can't come collect it.
Oh my
We
gosh,
bring it
someone's
to you, yeah?
kitchen.
And then the brothers got the postcode, drove to the postcode. There's no shop front here. There's no shop. There ain't no shop.
So where's the food coming from?
Men are selling jalfrezi out their yard.
Yeah.
You need to be careful
Mad.
what you're doing on Just Eat. After I saw that, I don't think I've ever ordered off Just Eat again.
That's
Like,
crazy.
I only only thing I'd order off Just Eat, which is pointless, would be like a chicken shop, like a pepper fried chicken, cottage
Oh, yeah,
chicken or
yeah.
something like that, because it is what it is.
I
Innit?
guess I know where the building is.
Do you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
That's
apart from
mad.
that, I'm not risking it. I don't trust them. All these
I don't actually
elaborate
do
shops
deliveries.
that you've never heard
That's
of
good.
before.
Good
I
good.
don't have any of the apps on my phone. Or
That's
anything
really.
like
You're
that.
getting a house soon, sis.
Yeah, that's just trust me.
Very
But yeah,
nice.
I don't. I didn't even know that my Uber had like. I
Uber
didn't know in the
Eats.
app you could do Uber Eats. I thought you had to download another app. So now I have
Oh,
to be
yeah,
super
yeah.
careful.
Oh,
But,
so I'm an idiot then because I've got two apps. I've got Uber and Uber Eats.
I've got
Yeah.
I've got
I didn't
both.
know you could
you
do it.
can.
But I
No, you
deleted
can.
my
'Cause I think
Uber
when you go
Eats.
to on the Uber, it says get food and then you press
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
But I think it will bring you to the app.
It'll
though.
take-
Oh,
If
okay.
you've got the app, if you haven't got the app, it can
Do it
just
in
do
there.
it.
Alright,
Yeah, because I
alright.
deleted the Uber Eats trying to save money,
Yeah.
but now I was ordering through Uber. So all right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't do any of that. I think I don't do it anyway just because I don't want to waste money. But also,
That's good. That's why your body snatched.
Oh, thank you very much, sis, but I really want to give it to my dad and my mum. But I think also because I feel like they're not going to be careful. These are not
Yeah.
like, I feel like people have seen toilets. People who take the food into the toilet. I can't
That's
be
a lot.
asked. But all right. Thank you for taking us left with the news,
My
E-man.
pleasure. My pleasure.
All right, let's jump into sis. What would you do?
Ooh.
Oh, it's
Let's get real
Friday.
interesting.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
This is where we fight.
All right, Dan, can you please play the voice note?
Okay.
Hi, Koi. I've been building a friendship with a guy for a few months now. And I feel deeply for him, and he knows this, but he hasn't actually made any real moves. Should I let things play out or cut my losses and move on? Sis, what would you do?
So just people know is what would you do, sisters? There's
She's been doing what?
Wait,
What's she
can
been
we play
doing?
it again?
Yeah,
She
play
done
it
what
again.
before him? What?
Hi, Koi. I've been building a friendship with a guy for a few months now. And I feel deeply for him, and he knows this, but he hasn't actually made any real moves.
Oh, no.
Should I let things play out or cut my losses and move on?
How does she even
Sis, what
pick?
would you do?
Thank you, sister. I don't even know why she even has to pick, but if you're friends with him, because I feel like this is another thing where she's taken her perception as fact. She said she's been building a friendship, and he knows. So
No, he knows that she's falling deeply for him.
Yeah, but by building a friendship,
No, like so they're basically friends, yeah.
yeah,
But she's catching feelings.
yes.
And he's aware that she's got feelings, but he's not doing
From her
anything
point
about
of view,
it.
she thinks he's aware.
Yeah, there's that.
She
yeah.
thinks he's aware because if you're building a friendship, that means you're giving me friend vibes. But anyway, guys are gonna move to you.
But you know, girls like you do flirting.
Ain't the
and-
friendship the basis of the relationship?
yes, it is.
Why
Yeah,
do
but
you
not
always say
for,
this?
not for mum's day. Come on, make a move.
At this
babe.
point, we're in the waiting. At some point, we got to
Speed it up.
Yeah, I kind of feel like if
Well, I
if a
gotta
guy's
go.
into
This
you-
sounds like some good advice.
Yeah, speed up.
Sound
man,
like
I gotta
Kevin
go.
Samuels would give. But, you know.
Don't do that.
took it
My
left.
brand is being ruined this
Took it
week,
left.
and I don't like this.
Loose apples and Kevin Samuels.
Like, it's a lot. It's a lot.
I feel like she said, I don't know, if she feels like she's being direct already, then that's the hint in itself that my man's not into you.
It's not a hint. This is direct
Like,
message.
do you know what I mean? That he's not into you because I feel like guys move to you even if you're not giving them friend
For
vibes
start-
if they want
yeah.
to. So it feels like, yeah, you're super his sister.
Do you know what I think though?
What? Give it.
I think let him know that you've got feelings for him.
Like directly. Like
directly,
say
let
it.
him know that. Listen,
But in a sexy way though. Not mad aggressive.
yeah, like don't be fighting.
Yeah.
But like, I think let him know that you got feelings for him.
Yeah, I love
Let him know
being
how
direct.
you feel. But also be ready for the fact that he might not feel the same way. And if he doesn't feel the same way, personally, I always believe that women should not do themselves a disservice. If you know that you like someone and they don't like you back, I think just move on. Because whenever a woman's like, do you know what? It's fine, I'll deal with it. Secretly, you're hoping that he will change his mind and they don't change their mind.
Yeah.
So I think that she should speak to him about it and let him know that, do you know what, I'm feeling you. Do you feel the same? If he says no, then you gotta keep it stepping.
But it's not even that. Like in my mind, I feel like you don't have to do things like so isolated like that. Like go back, like let him know how you're feeling. Cool.
Yeah.
I think maybe don't be overly because I feel like you already said that he kind of knows in it, so you don't have to
Yeah.
come and now break your back and do a sign. But literally just
Yeah.
like, do you want to do something? Just something that's very like, I know. I don't know what you would say.
Then
guys.
he's like, no.
Like, yeah, but now you know and you can move on. But also, I feel like it doesn't have to be make this.
When you say do
your-
something, do you mean like ask him out? And I think like, should we go out?
No, do you know why? Because I think it's super important. If she already feels like she likes him and he's been a bit delayed, I think it's important to leave some things in his court. Like I think let him know how you feel. Because if you say, do you want to go out? Like guys will literally, because I feel like guys' biggest fear in the world is being a bad guy. So guys may say yes, doesn't mean anything. Like I feel like let him show you what he's feeling. Now that you've made it clear, this is whatever he does is a direct reaction to that. So he's...
Wait, so, I'm sorry, I'm
How has she
confused.
made it clear?
How has she made it clear? Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. I said once she makes it clear.
Okay.
So
Well,
once
like
she-
via speech or via asking him out on a date?
Oh, so when I said, oh, do you want to do something?
Yeah,
That's when he's,
I'm
like,
thinking
going out.
that, yeah.
Oh.
Because that he would just think they're being friends and they're going out as friends.
So you're saying she should say to him,
I think it needs to
young
be-
black man, I would like to...
No, I think it's a case
Forwards.
of listen.
Mm.
I know we're friends, blah blah, but I'm interested in you. I'm interested
yeah.
in pursuing more than just being friends.
Mm.
How do you feel? I think certain things need to be direct, and it's been months. You need to be direct
Yeah,
because
'cause
I
you
think if you
wasted
guys
time.
say should we do something, he's just doing it with a friend. Like guys,
No, but
will,
I feel like when you take things out of the friendship setting, so like there's certain dates that our friends don't do.
boy.
Like I feel like once you're okay. So for instance, if the date is Netflix and chill, that can very much be giving friends vibes. Do you know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But if you're doing something now, because that's the moment where you could both make it clear what your intentions are just by the nature of what you go in and do.
But you know, it depends how that person interprets it. Because with me, if I don't know a guy likes me, if you
Yeah.
don't tell me directly that you like me,
it doesn't exist.
and you ask me to do things,
You're
with
my
you,
brother.
no matter what we're doing, we can go to a fucking wedding. I will catch
Yeah.
the bouquet. I will say, look what I got, brother. Like, you have to be very, very clear
Yeah.
with me. And I think because it's been months as well, I mean, I just believe that you have to be direct with certain things. When it comes to like your feelings and stuff like that, I'm always for you protecting yourself. And I think protecting yourself is you being direct to someone and letting them know this is
Yeah.
how I feel. And then if they're not giving you back the energy that you would like, I think then you need
But-
to
My thing,
move
this is almost
forward.
like the reason why this is going in a circle because I feel like maybe that's exactly what's happened. Like,
well, I should made it clear.
because the problem is that we're seeing it all from her point of view. So
Yeah.
in my mind, I don't know how direct she's been. She's like, I've built a
Mm.
friendship, but he knows I like. Which one is it? Like,
Yeah.
are you building a friendship? Are you doing up friend zone? Or are you doing something that feels more than that? So I already don't know. I feel like a lot of this,
more detail,
a lot of
yeah.
what we're hearing is a lot of her perception.
Yeah.
So sometimes in terms of quickness, and I know
Mhm.
a lot of women don't like to do this, but yeah, being the direct thing.
Yeah.
But then also for the guy, if he genuinely thinks his friendship and this has come left now, at least you will have an answer. But I just want to minimize the L for her a little bit.
Do you know what
As
though?
in, I feel like
It didn't sound to me like the lines are blown. Even though she used the word friendship
Mm.
and all that, it's just still they're building a relationship. He said he knows like that she's whatever.
Interested, yeah.
They're like vibing, but he's not.
he's not doing anything with it.
He's not
Yeah.
doing anything.
And men
with it.
are
He's
smart,
pushing
they're
it.
not
He's
dumb.
not taking it to the next level. So he's saying,
Yeah.
should I be assertive and
I think-
do
yeah.
this? This is what she's saying.
And I
What
think
do you think she
so.
should be? Brothers, what would you do? Do you think she should be assertive? Or do you think she should just keep
Because
saying it?
sometimes it's a no, but you just need to know it's a no. I feel like she just needs to know it's a no.
And
Shoot, shoot, man. Don't ask, don't get.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I'm for, when it comes to stuff like this, yeah, I can't lie to you. The bigger the L, the quicker your feet are able to move out of the situation.
And to make a W.
Do you get me? Yeah.
facts.
So I think you can't minimize the L because even if no matter how you try and play it, boy,
But even when I say
The L's
play,
gonna be an L.
I'm saying like that's so you're saying she should just like you said.
I think
it
just go
basically.
straight, sis.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a problem with that. I'm very straightforward in my relationships just because I
Yeah.
don't have the patience, the waiting
Yeah, I
time.
ain't got time to
like I
figure
just
out.
feel like this is what a waste of time.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm actually missing out my husband because I'm here dilly dallying.
Yeah, like
Exactly.
I put out the pheromones, you put out the pheromones. And in my head also, if I'm being really, really honest, I think something would have happened if the guy was
Yeah,
feeling.
I think so.
But maybe he's not Nigerian.
You know, like when
I feel like something would have happened if the guy was feeling, because guys move to girls that aren't feeling them anyway.
I was about to say
If you're
that.
now doing 7 months of friend zone, and he
Boy.
hasn't tried to step into your house, my man wants to be outside.
You know when you're just nice to a guy and then he thinks you like him.
Oh my gosh, that's
Yeah,
what,
okay.
do you know how many girls avoid? I avoid eye contact, and I'm a very happy person, except for when I'm on the train. Serious, because I don't want to give anyone an in. You lot-
And the other thing, they think like you're not looking at them because you fancy them. LOL.
yeah, men are very you lot are very into yourselves.
It's very funny.
I get it though, especially
always
if you have
found
that
that
shoulder
funny.
muscle.
Mark, don't ask me any questions. Just look away. I can see he's thinking and I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
His brain is just like a place of evil.
Literally, honestly, trying to manufacture something. Don't.
But sis, I hope that we gave you some advice. Like basically,
Yeah.
we're saying be direct so you know what you're dealing with,
Yeah.
and forget Kevin Samuels. You're probably a fantastic, wonderful woman who can get whatever she likes. So go out there and fly.
Just not this one if he doesn't
That's
want
not
you.
this one if he doesn't want you, because consent is important. Okay, guys, if you lot want some amazing advice from me and Esther, or if you just want to ask a friend, and that means Margs gets to be involved and Emman gets to be involved a little bit more, send your messages and voice notes into 075 6484 1073. That's 075 6484 1073. And you could be your own friend, so you can talk about you as well. Just make sure that if you want to DM us, you hashtag asking for a friend or hashtag sis what would you do. We do sis what would you do every Friday, so
Yeah.
don't lack, otherwise you're gonna have to wait another 7 days, child.
Okay.
But guys, there's more information. I can't believe you lot let me say fuck it up for the first episode. You ain't real friends. Anyway, guys,
Boy.
unqualified co-pilot on a Virgin Atlantic flight. So I would be suing just because money. But
Honestly.
passengers on the Virgin Atlantic flight to New York were forced to turn back to London Heathrow just 40 minutes in after the co-pilot admitted that he hadn't passed his last flying test.
I want to know how he admitted that. Did he say that on the thing like we're about to fly off, but I will just say I am not qualified.
That's why I don't think it was his fault. I personally feel like they were like, we don't have staff, just come through. And he was probably trying to tell them the whole time, like, but guys.
And then like, get on the plane.
But guys, I haven't passed my last test. That's how I envision it. Sitcom vibes. That's how I envision it.
Mad.
Those on board landed in the US 2 hours and 40 minutes later than planned after the jet, which can carry nearly 300 passengers, was forced to wait on the runway at Heathrow while a qualified replacement was found. Due to the plane not arriving more than 4 hours late, due to the plane not arriving more than 4 hours late for a flight of that distance, the airline didn't have to take responsibility and therefore refused to offer any compensation to the passengers who were understandably livid. I love that word, livid. It's like liver, but not liver. So, guys.
The second part tells us how they found out.
There's another part. Oh,
Cater.
sorry, not me jumping through. Thank you very much, Sistrin. The plane was over Ireland when the captain was told that the first officer had not completed his training.
They even made him first.
The plane, that's what I'm saying, get what you get. The plane was ordered to return to Heathrow and the passengers were told that it was due to administrative error. Which is
My life
true.
can be
Imagine.
due to administrative error. Wow. I can't lie to you. I would have been more annoyed at the fact that it didn't get to 4 hours. So I could get compensation.
I feel like you should still. I'm sure there's some sort of fine print. Just people won't go and look for it. But I'm sure.
Do you think he was white or black?
I hope he wasn't black.
Because like you lot was saying, he was Nigerian. They would have just gone to New York.
If he was
No,
Nigerian,
I don't
they would have
think
found
that.
out.
Do you think he would have confessed?
First of all, he's not confessing. Secondly,
wouldn't have
they
told them.
won't find out.
confess.
They won't find out.
This is it.
One
So they
thing
would have just gone to New York.
about Nigerians, they're gonna forge a document.
100
They will not find out.
I'm sick of this slander, guys.
He would have been telling the other pilot how to fly the plane, even though the other guy's got more experience than him.
Honestly, the confidence would have got you to New York anyway. But
Bro.
yeah, like I don't know. With
Was he
this,
white?
I think so.
I'm gonna assume so.
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume so.
I hope it was.
Yeah, man. It seems like a little bit of an L for everyone, but
That's scary because flying is scary as it is.
I love flying.
Serious.
I love
Really?
the shaky. I love all of
Nah,
that.
I don't
that
like it,
shakiness.
I love it. I
I don't
feel like
like it.
wow, I'm really about to do something that shouldn't be
Nah,
done.
man.
I love it.
I just feel like it's actually just faith that's holding us up.
Yeah, no, 100% is. Maybe that's why I'm cool as well. I just think it's
Nah.
so cool. The view from the window. Everything.
I hate the taking off
I love it.
because I don't know why
I love the
I'm going
ear
to fall
pop.
backwards, and I hate the landing.
Oh, I love that part.
I don't mind the
it's
landing
not always
taking
smooth.
off, but it's the turbulence.
Do you know what's crazy?
I've never experienced that, to be fair.
Serious.
I've never experienced
really?
that.
This is
Jiggy, jiggy, jiggy.
This is
Nah.
why.
What, proper turbulence?
No, I've never
I've never
experienced
experienced
Oh no, I've been in the sky before and thought we was gonna go, man.
Yeah.
I would actually start doing
Nice,
praise and
man.
worship out loud.
But I just didn't mind.
I'm praying for
You didn't
everybody.
mind.
Nah, if I was with people I love.
That's dead.
So what?
I don't care who I'm with.
Nah,
I don't want to go like this.
I think I was with my family, man. We were together.
Nah.
I don't care. Everybody is here.
Can
Can you imagine? No,
Everybody-
Marks, are you not stressed? Nah, I think I'm be alright.
I've got yo. If I was your family, I'd be like, wait, don't put me in the same category where you got.
If I
No.
was going down on the plane, I'd want to call out my mum, my brother, my sister. If they're all with me, then it's like, all right, like, we're in this together. Like, let's go, man. What are we gonna do?
That's great.
We're ride or die. What are we gonna do?
Well, you've
Nah.
been near death before, right?
There times.
All right. Okay.
What's that
Yeah,
mean?
so
Not on the
just-
plane.
You
Just
got
little
experience in that
context.
department.
Huh?
You got experience
I've
in that
been there
department.
It's not now, but like when you first had your first earlier brushes with death, what was your reaction? Like, was it? I'm sure it wasn't calm. It was like
In what sense? What reaction? In
when you were close
How
to
did you
death in
feel?
the past. Like, what was your reaction? Was it like I've accepted this? Was it fear? Was it
Was it, oh my
crying?
gosh.
Did you cry? I can't imagine you crying.
no, it's just
Not that's a problem.
it wasn't like it's just normal. It's just a normal days in the life.
You weren't shaking your boots.
You don't really think about them things until
You're really a thug, ain't you?
until
were
afterwards.
you
until maybe
thinking-
like,
Really?
until you reflect in it. When you go through the, when you're in the situation you're going through.
Or
you don't-
adrenaline?
not necessarily adrenaline, but just you don't think that. I've been stabbed in my head here. It's close. If it was like few centimeters over into my temple, I'd be gone. I'd be dead. You know what I'm trying to say? At the time, you don't think it's a brush with death. You got stabbed or whatever. You think you're not thinking, oh yeah, I could have died or whatever. You don't have those thoughts. It's not like that. You live your life and you cut through it. Maybe when you look back and you reflect on situations,
Yeah.
and it's like, rah, that was mad. Then it's different. But even then, time's passed, so it doesn't matter. But in the heat of the moment, it's just normal shit. Maybe like going through shit and could be like scary and that or whatever.
Yeah.
But that's just normal. If someone's trying to shoot you, then you know what I'm saying? it's pretty normal.
Good moment to
Like,
think.
yeah, like, but as when you live through it, I don't know. If you live that like kind of lifestyle, you get desensitized to things. It's just normal. People get shot, people get stabbed. Like this is just normal, isn't it? It's just okay, cool. It was my time today.
So what, the first time you didn't think, fuck, I want to live? Like you just thought, like you thought very like logically. Like,
What do you mean like I want to live? I wasn't like
You weren't like ready for death.
It wasn't like I was bleeding out on my deathbed. Oh, I'm gonna go. Every time I've been in trouble, it's been serious, but I've always been composed. I've had my wits about me while it's been going on. I've been all right. It's not.
Have you been accepting of the fact that you might die?
Huh?
Like in the moment, have you been accepting of the fact that I might go? Like you were at peace with the fact that I might go.
No, because I don't think like that.
Okay.
Like I don't think like that. I got stabbed in my head and in my hand and my wrist, and it was bleeding. And I was thinking, oh, I've seen people die for stuff like that. We could bleed out. We better get to the hospital quick. But you get to the hospital and then you're all right. I got shot and I got shot in my leg and I was alive.
Shots.
And I was like, I'm alive. It's in my leg, so I'll be all right. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I'm not worried about that. And then even when I had the aneurysm, I didn't know what was going on. It wasn't until I went to the hospital and they told me how serious it was. And by that point, it happened. So there's no time to like, to be all scared and shit. Like you just live your life. You just go through shit.
When you said that you had an aneurysm, I had a boss that had an aneurysm and he was gone like that. Like he dropped on the train platform and that was the end of his life.
Yeah, aneurysm's not a joke. Aneurysm might be the most dangerous thing that's happened to me. I get shot, stabbed, whatever. The aneurysm is the one. The fact that I'm still here is crazy.
There's a purpose for you.
100%.
There's a purpose for you.
Come
And
on, man.
it's great
That's why he's a
deals.
conservative now.
And
That's why
this
he's
is why
middle
it's
class now.
This is why it's
Next is upper class.
This is why I'm confident.
This is why it's confident.
Yeah,
The
because
results.
I
They can't take me out.
I'm not gonna lie. The amount of experiences you've had, you're pretty much Nigerian. Your confidence is clear. But let's hand it over to you and your purpose. Let's go to the next segment.
Yeah.
Oh, is it done out here? Yeah.
Where he was
my
on my
gosh. You need to check out how we did your segment yesterday.
Yeah.
It was
Was it-
lit.
was it
Yeah,
lit?
we did exactly what you just did.
Yeah.
All of that.
Yeah.
We sat up.
That girl's an idiot. Like,
We did an idiot. We did it. Yeah.
First she's the idiot for this, then she's the idiot
Yeah.
for that. Yeah.
We did everything.
We tried. We really did.
Yeah,
it wasn't on point, but
I
it
give
was
us an
close.
A-star.
Yeah,
person.
yeah.
I want to go home and watch that. Today's done out here is probably a bit more light-hearted.
Good.
Yeah,
Finally.
it is. I was gonna give the condom girl, but
I think she deserves it.
Yeah.
the condom girl.
Yeah, definitely.
Nah.
Give two done out yet. No, okay, do you?
No, she's an idiot because she should have just said she should have just said she was on the pill and she forgot to take it, and then she couldn't have went to prison. But
You know how women try to get at a guy, but they don't care. So there's nothing you can say to.
no, I'm gonna.
Mad.
I'll tell you who's done it here this week. His name is Doda Afalobi. Do you know who that is?
Is he Jamaican?
No, I think he's
He's trying to say Afolabi.
he's straight Afalabi.
Yeah.
No, Afolobi.
Oh no, they
Afolabi.
look like bare O's. Sorry,
Not
Okay.
you zooming in like this.
no, I thought it was
You're
bare
a
O's.
granddad. You could have just pinched the screen.
He just discovered Amazon
It
Prime
was
the
like
other day.
this.
Do you know how to use that? That's right. It's okay. It's okay. No, do your thing.
Is Doda Afalabi. He resides in the Kwara State. Where's that?
In Northern
Your people. This is your people.
I don't know about this one. I'm from the
Giselle?
West.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know what it is.
Anyway,
I don't know.
Dada is done at air because he was poisoning the good people of the Kwara State. And basically, what he was doing was he's getting sawdust, like plaster of Paris and all these things. You get me? There's a next thing that he was putting in there, cement, all these joints. He's packaging it
Looked
up.
like he was cooking white.
Yeah, he said it. Listen, he's making these joints up in his bedroom, yeah, and then he's selling them to the locals, yeah, under the guise of this is gonna fix all your ailments. You get me? And look, I'll be honest with you, yeah, because maybe he was onto something, maybe he knew something, but he was selling it. He was packaging it as like this can help malaria,
Oh, not malaria. Malaria kills, honey.
bruv. Malaria is dead
That's
serious.
mad.
Malaria is not a joke. And yeah, he never had no pricing system. You think I'm joking? He goes to the market and he barters with the people. And depending on how good your bargaining skills are, will depend on how much your drugs will cost you. This guy is a menace. He's ridiculous.
mad. That's
He
mad.
don't even have a system,
mad.
bro.
That's actually mad.
He's a psycho. He's trying to tell people.
Do you know why it's fucked? Because I don't know why I took it so deep. I was like, there could be a child waiting for malaria medicine and getting sawdust and cement. It's
Can you imagine?
fucked.
It's proper mad.
Bruv, he's a demon. That's why you're done at here. You're wrong still. That is wrong. I mean, yeah, I don't know. They're doing some like research and stuff to try and find out what like the aftermath is like to see like if there's going to be any side of effects of anybody that's took his stuff
I
and
don't
all
want to
that.
shit out.
Huh?
Sawdust and cement. That's going to go straight through, you know? That would just be my scientific assumption. Sorry.
Yeah,
guys.
I mean, yeah, but people that thought they was gonna be
Because
Fixed.
has anyone died? Because that's mad.
Yeah, we know Nigerian people die. You just leave them on the roadside, innit? They wouldn't know what the cause is.
Not the roadside.
They do. That's what.
Yeah, it's reality.
They leave them on the road. I've never seen a dead body on the roadside. When
Girl.
I'm
Go there for 2 months.
I heard that.
I've seen one
really.
when I was younger.
Nigerian.
Sorry.
They said
Sorry.
that joke. They said in Nigeria, they see the dead bodies and the police. They said the police ain't good. The police come up and they see the dead body on the floor. Yeah, and they say, "Who did this?" They say, "Are you the killer?" No. Are you the killer? No. Oh, we're never gonna find them.
Why is he Italian? Why is he Italian? Why is the Nigerian police
Why
officer
are you
Italian?
giving Luigi, Mario and Luigi? Go away. I'm actually.
Why is we never gonna get them piece of the sauce? Like why is he Italian?
Oh,
I don't
my.
understand.
I'm
But you know
actually
what?
Never gonna find them.
Do you know what? Though TDA is all about balance because yesterday we loved the
You can't see
Nigerians.
much Nigerian.
Today,
Brent,
you guys
put
done
that
it.
out. Put that out, Brent. That is crazy.
But yeah, man. Doda, man, you're done at it.
Oh dear, that's crazy, man.
Yeah,
I
that's
wonder what kind of police time you're looking at. I'm sure they're gonna deal with you.
I'll be honest with you. I know they won't. They won't. It's Nigeria.
Yeah,
There's no
it's
justice.
the
It's
reason
all
why
vibes over
so
there.
many of the men in my family love Nigeria. Just it's whatever you can afford.
It's
So
vibes over there.
It's literally vibes. If you can afford it, you can be above it. Do you know what I mean? Like, just to
absolutely.
say it.
Absolutely.
What's chips on powder?
Nice.
Are you
know,
trying
man.
to make this package dish yourself or something?
No, I just want to know what he's giving to the people then.
Yeah.
I want to know if, but do you know what's sad as well? Like they wouldn't be able to tell because there's no proper systems in
Oh,
Nigeria.
the chips on powder is used for
Used for
making
the
the
POP.
yeah, for
Is
the
it? Oh.
plaster of Paris. Okay.
They wouldn't be able to tell whether anyone's actually died from it. Like there's no
Yeah,
way to.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
this is just
Yeah.
all void, sadly.
Pretense, yeah.
He's a menace, man. Stop doing what you're doing, man.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got no choice now.
And I don't even think like he's the only one. So yeah.
But there is that.
Thank you so much, Marks. I can't lie to you. Only you can do done out here the way you do it.
The way
That's
you
why
do
you
it.
survived all those bullets and all those nights. To be here today.
To do done out here.
To do done out here so
deliver
other
it.
people can know. But we appreciate you. Let's head into the final section of the show.
Show went quick today.
Did it?
Yeah.
I liked it. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's been a strong week. Like every
has.
day has brought exactly what it needed to bring. Like
Yeah,
Emman said,
absolutely.
we are too necessary. I hope you copyright that, like, because you know Brent. So, yeah. But you guys, thank you for your contributions to today's show. I learned so much about you guys, man.
No, sick.
I learned so much about you guys. Yeah, rest in peace, Kevin Samuels.
Yeah.
Big up our guests for coming.
Yeah,
Mhm.
do you know what I mean? Shout out to the guests for coming as well. Yeah, man. Do you guys enjoy the episode?
You guys sound like you seeing ghosts when you say big up the guests. 'Cause I feel
Kevin
like
Samuels
the-
was here in spirit.
No, that's
he
not what I'm
wasn't.
talking about. I don't
He
understand.
was
No,
not.
no,
Message,
It's
no,
a-
he was
I'm
not.
all for RIP and shit, but no.
Man said, "Do not summon ghosts." Man, you went part. We have a running joke, you know, that we
Oh.
do every episode.
Okay.
So yeah, so just join in. We just say thank you to the guest, even if we don't have a guest. Yeah, you're qualified now. It's all good.
No, he's not. He's got a week left.
You're not acting like I don't know though.
We can't get too
I'm
comfortable
trying to
with the
let the
acts.
guests, I'm trying to let the
All right.
listeners know. But and everyone, thank you guys for tuning in. We
Yes.
see your engagement. We see. Listen, I put my first TDA daily up and it was booming. I loved it.
Love it,
Please,
love it,
guys,
love it.
continue to show us love. You lot be the plugs. Be the one in your group that knew about us first.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if you really want to love us, then I'm going to tell you what else you can do. You can send in any questions or voice notes or text messages to 075-6484-1073. That's 075-6484-1073. Remember, Brent is the owner of this phone, so shoot your motherfucking shot. And also from the
Oh,
beginning
dear.
of June, we have our Patreon. You'll be able to watch us live every single show. So make sure you join onto Patreon. That's where you get the VIP access. Do you know what I mean? The
Yeah.
wonderful perks. Mars can send you his socks. You get to interact with us, ask us questions, anything in it. So make sure, not anything, but something. So make sure you join us on Patreon. Just be part of the gang from the beginning. The later people, they don't get shares like you guys do. And yeah, that's it. I think the final thing is if you want to be on the show or you wish to feature, email us at the day after at the new black. Black is spelled with an X instead of a .com. We love you guys. Remember, we are too necessary.
That's it.